trying to get everything set up over here. So let's just see if I can finally get this open. Yeah, I sent out some really crazy emails to everybody, and I've been having just an absolute blast hanging out with a lot of y'all on Snapchat, doing these secret giveaways and whatnot. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but tonight we're really going to talk about something far, far, far more important, and I'm getting all of that pulled up on the screen right now, so give me just a second. Let's see. Here we go. All right, you should not be able to see my screen yet, so no worries on that, I promise you. And in just a moment, you're going to see it. Sometimes GoToWebinar is a little funky, and of course, my little program today was funky as well. So, okay, I think we're good. All right, sweet. So tonight we're giving away $1,000. So tonight we're going to do a huge $1,000 giveaway. I do this when I'm real excited, and last week we gave away like $200 or something like that. I'm just doing a couple more things here. Sweet. Okay, cool. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Let me do that now. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody could see my screen. If you can see my screen, just give me a 1. You should be able to see the inside of Ecom Success Academy. Okay, now before we get started, I've got a lot to go over tonight, and it's important that you're on this webinar if you're an ESA member, and even if you are not an ESA member, okay? It's very, very important that you're on this live training. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do something quite like this again. And as I've told a lot of you, I have been putting some major updates in ESA, some huge strategies I've been using over the course of the last 4 to 5 months that are new and they're fresh, and I want to keep you up to date without, charging you an arm and a leg every time there's an update. I'm just putting it in there for free. So we're going to go over some of that stuff. If you're not in ESA, well, as a matter of fact, why don't we do this? If you are not currently an Ecom Success Academy member, all right, I want you to type in a 2. All right, type in a 2 if you are not currently an Ecom Success Academy member. So we've got a good bit of you. A lot of you just, you're in my Profit Power Hour webinars, and a lot of you have wanted to join. I've been getting a lot of people ask me if they can join, and you'll see that I typically say we're closed. Right? We closed for 2016. I've let a couple of guys like Ty Lopez promote it here and there because they have such a massive audience. But we've really just closed it down, and we focused on the students that we've had to date. And we've scheduled to relaunch it in January. And I've been wrecking my brain of how can I make this bigger and how can I make this better in January when I re-release it to the world. I'm calling it Ecom Success Academy Class 2017, right? And a lot of you have messaged me and said, I wish I didn't miss out on it. I wish I had the opportunity to get into it, but I never really share the link. You haven't seen me in the group promoting Ecom Success Academy. I like to get a group of students, and I like to work with them, and then I like to get a new group of students once they've spread their wings. And what's so great about this course is that it has helped create 6- and 7-figure students. So a lot of y'all have seen them in the groups, right? A lot of you have seen them in the Profit Power Hour group. A lot of those top guys that are doing 50K days, 10K days, 20K days, hitting 7 figures, they were in ESA. A lot of students ask, how is it that guys like Denny are crushing it, and how is it that you're crushing it, and all these other students are crushing it, but I'm struggling? Well, the difference is a lot of those guys that are crushing it are in Ecom Success Academy. They have probably the best training in the world for e-commerce and Facebook ads. And then a lot of you get on my Profit Power Hour webinars, and I'm able to share a lot of information with you, but it's nowhere near as detailed as Ecom Success Academy. And that's why you see guys like, I remember Denny posted like this huge testimonial in the group, and he just told everybody, hey, don't ask questions, just go watch ESA. So we are relaunching this with some new content, some new bonuses and everything in 2017. How many of you in here would like to be able to get, how many of you in here would like to be able to finally get an Ecom Success Academy and become a part of class 2017? Just say me. All right, so I see lots and lots of me's coming in here. All right, so I see Pete says, Pete, you're already in. He says, can't wait for the updates. All right, so here's what I'm going to do on this webinar. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to talk about doing a huge bonus that I may very well never do again. I think I might be freaking crazy for doing this. It's huge. It really is, and that's not hype. It is going to be huge. And I'm probably not going to do it in 2017 on relaunch. All right, so we're going to talk about that. If you're already in it, on this webinar, I am going to go through the ESA presentation a little bit because there's a lot of people in here that don't know everything about it. So we're going to go over what's inside of ESA, what I'm doing, why you should be a part of 2017 if you're not currently in it, and then we're going to go over what are the new things that I'm adding to ESA. Some of them are in there right now. You don't even know it. You may have not logged in a couple of weeks. They're in there right now. And what am I adding into Ecom Success Academy for 2017? I'm nowhere near done. I was going over my notes, and yesterday I had about 30 or so videos that I'm either adding in or I'm updating because Facebook has changed their interface a little bit. All of the everything in ESA is applicable, right? It's all the same. But sometimes Facebook moves a button, they change the color of a column or whatever, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to give it a refresher. Now, instead of doing like this ESA 2.0, whatever, everybody's got to pay again to get the updates, that's not how I roll. I've been spending countless hours, probably well over about 60 hours or so of personally filming, personally editing old videos and turning them into new videos and fresh videos and just simply adding in new content. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to charge my ESA members for that. I'm just going to freaking give it to them because they deserve it, right? They deserve the updated education. They deserve to know what I'm doing right now in great detail. How many of you in here appreciate that, though? Just say, just type in love if you love that. All right, so stay on this webinar. Parts of it, I might be going over some of the original ESA presentation, but inside of that, I've also updated all of the new stuff. So I want you to see what's in there. I want you to dive in. And the point of this webinar tonight is to give you all the opportunity to binge on this new content before anybody else does in 2017. Because let me tell you right now, I've got some massive, massive partners that have been looking at ESA. They've gone through it. I'm talking about guys that have been, it doesn't matter, they're huge. And they have tons of students, and they've been begging me to let them promote it to their students, right? And I said, what can I do special for my students, and how can I make this really awesome? So I wanted to be able to give my personal students an opportunity to get early bird access and binge on the content before anybody else. And if you're a current member, I wanted you to have the updates, and I wanted you to go in there ASAP and get access to those. Now, I will say this, all the videos, all of the updates are not in there yet. They're coming, right? The official launch is 2017, and it's mid-January 2017. And by then, all of the new updates, all of the new trainings will be in there. But just last night, I believe I added maybe 8 or so new modules that are it's probably about 2 hours worth of content, but some of the sickest stuff that you will ever see. It is so freaking cool. I literally didn't hold anything back. So stay on the webinar. We're going to do a $1,000 giveaway tonight. I'm giving away $1,000 cash money, and I'm going to show you the updates. And for those of you that are not an ESA, I'm about to offer you the freaking opportunity of a lifetime if you want your career to be in internet marketing and e-commerce. We're going to talk about 4 of my top grossing campaigns. These are 4 campaigns that have generated upwards of $1.2 million in sales for me. And I'm actually going to, I'm going to give them away. I'm literally going to give the product, the ad, everything that's generated 1.2. These are my 4 top performing campaigns of 2016. I still run them now. They're going to be a part of a bonus tonight, and I want to tell you all about them, what to expect from them, how to access them, and how to jump on them ASAP. Nobody has ever done this. Nobody, I've never seen anybody do this. It was already crazy when I gave away the $152,000 campaign. So, you know, I really want to over-deliver for you guys, and I'm excited about this. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go into ESA toward the end of the webinar. I'm going to show you the updates, but for now, I want to jump into the actual ESA presentation. I want to show you guys, if you've never got in it for a while, you should get in it. And I want to show all of my current members what's new. All right, so I may jump around the pres a little bit because I don't need to go through every slide because a lot of you are on my webinars. You already know what I do, what it's all about. You know that Shopify is awesome. You know that Facebook ads is where you should be. I don't have to convince you of that. But I do want to show you all this stuff. All right, so somebody said, this grandma finds this as a godsend. I love that. All right, so are y'all ready? Just type in ready. If you're ready, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to open this up, the presentation here. Now, you're going to see where it says 2017. This is top secret, okay? I've never shown this to anybody before. Some of the stuff in this presentation is brand spanking new, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be really, really awesome. We're going to give away $1,000 at the end of the webinar, and I'm going to do a Q&A. I'm going to go into ESA. I'm going to show you everything that's there. And this is going to be a crush it webinar for sure. All right, so let me start out with this. What's new in ESA 2017? And if you're in it, why should you be mega excited? And if you're not in it, why should you have a fire lit under your butt to get in it ASAP when I give you this early bird offer later on? Let me tell you why. I was having a nice little conversation with my Facebook rep earlier this month, about 10 days ago. Okay, so obviously for privacy, I have to block out his name because I don't want, there's 1,000 people on here just about right now. I do not want everybody hounding my Facebook rep. But this is my Facebook chat with my Facebook rep. And I showed him one of these campaigns that a strategy that I've updated in Ecom Success Academy. And you can see what he says at the top. And I quote, "Holy moly, these are crushing it." Now, that's coming from a guy that manages multi-7-figure marketers inside of Facebook HQ. And he was blown away by what I was doing. And then you see down there where I said, did you see the video ad I'm pushing them to? It's a dope ad. And dope doesn't mean anything bad. In my terms, it means cool. Like it's a really just, I know some of you in here don't understand sometimes the lingo, but that's not a bad word. It actually means it's really freaking cool, okay? So this is a conversation that I was having with my rep, and you can see down at the bottom, he said targeting overlap is low. You should be able to scale these bad boys very quickly. Now, so that means some of the updates that I'm making and that I've made have been so freaking cool that it blew my dang Facebook rep away. And I think that's big, right? So having said that, let me just go ahead and I want to exit because I can't see the chat box when I'm in the full pres. I just want to exit this pres for a second. How many of you think that's freaking nuts? All right, I see a lot of you saying nuts. Okay, maybe you need to be a rep. Yeah, you know, I would love to be a Facebook rep too. So, but I talk to Facebook almost on a daily basis. Okay. Now, you know that I've been to Facebook. You know that I've signed the wall. You know I'm very close with them. You saw I just had a conversation. Y'all know that I'm legit. You know that I don't do the wrong thing. I always am an advocate of doing the right thing, the ethical thing, doing it the right way, building a long-term business. That's what ESA is about. Moreover, that's what Adrian Morrison is all about, and that's what my brand represents, is longevity, security, stability, and ethics. All right? So my Q1 report for 2016. I did $728,000 in Q1 of 2016. I expect hopefully to double that Q1 of 2017, okay? So 728K. Q2, I want to show you my quarterly reports. Q2, we had a dip because it was spring, summertime. $483,000. But look at where it says direct traffic there in the circle. We're building a brand. We're getting email traffic. We're getting SEO traffic. I don't even know how we're getting it. People are just remembering who we are and typing us in. Did 112K basically in free money. Q3 scaled up a little bit, $492,000. Now, of course, Q4 is not over yet, right? We've still got a couple, maybe 2 weeks before Q4 is over. But I do want to show you just like an up-to-date screenshot, and this actually isn't even totally up-to-date. It may be like a week old or something. Or what is it? What is the date on this? Maybe it's in November or something. Let me double check. I can't see because part of my screen is blocked. Yeah, I think this goes to the end of November. All right, so it's not even like a fully up-to-date screenshot, but in the last 90 days, I've actually done $1 million in sales, over $1 million of sales the last 90 days. And last month we did over 600,000 bucks. So clearly Q4 is going to destroy all of the other quarters. We're going to have done over $1 million. Now here's why I want to show you that, and here's why I think that's important. Listen, I'm not saying that you're going to do a zillion quadrillion dollars next quarter, okay? But what I am saying is that I'm consistently earning money ever since I released Ecom Success Academy to now. I'm doing bigger numbers than I've ever done in my entire career right now with the strategies that I'm using. And I want you to see that because I want you to understand there is consistency and there is no ceiling to growth with this business model, which many of you very well know that, right? So this is phenomenal right here. You know, I'm going to skip some of these slides. You know, I came from digital marketing, and I had, you know, success then failure, success then failure, success then failure. I shut down my old affiliate marketing business, and I really started focusing on e-commerce. Before I called this a $2.4 million case study, but now we've crushed out over $4 million in sales, and so now I'm calling it a $4 million case study, which is, I think, pretty epic. And as you all know, I use Shopify, so that's no news to you, so I'm not going to go over this slide. But here's what I do want to show you, because this should motivate you, okay? This should be extremely motivating for you. These are some of my payouts coming from Shopify in November, okay? So 24K, 21K, 17K. I mean, I don't think I had a single day under $9,000. Every day this money's going into my bank account from my big generic store. And a lot of the fuel that created this success right here, created these massive numbers, are the new updates that I'm making to Ecom Success Academy, right? So that is the fuel. And just to prove it, you know, some people say, oh, those are fake, that's in your email. Well, here's a picture of my bank accounts, okay? So anybody making money on Shopify knows what a Shopify deposit looks like into your bank account. So you can see the money coming into my bank account. I'm killing it, or I'm crushing it. And I want my students to get there too, but bottom line is you don't start at 10, 20, 30K a day. You start at step one. You start at getting your first sale, and a lot of my students have just gotten their first sale, or they're still trying to get their first sale, or they've gotten their 100th or 1,000th sale. You know, you've got to start at step one just like I did, and I think that's important to note. You all know that I've had many success students. I don't really think I have to show you the videos that a lot of my success students filmed for me, but a lot of you also know my good friend Onyx Singal. I taught Onyx's wife how to do e-commerce, and she ended up doing well over 6 figures in about 90 days. Crushed it, filmed me a video, and Onyx and I are really great friends. I did that totally for his wife, and she's a brilliant woman. You also know that I preach generic stores. Listen, guys, I don't know how many times I have to say it. I was just talking, and I'm not going to say a name, but I was just talking to a student, what was it, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and they hit me up in my Facebook message box. It was like, Adrian, my sales have gone down. My, you know, my store is struggling. I was at 10K a day. What's happened? And I looked at him and I said, well, you've got a niche store. That's what's happened. I mean, I, I can't tell you how many times I've said that. Listen, if you have a niche-related store, here's what's going to happen. You're going to start it, and if it hits, it is going to take off. Boom, okay? But eventually, a niche-related store is going to do this. It's going to crash. I know that. You want to know why I know that? Because I've been there, done that. Look at it right here. Y'all seen these. A lot of you have seen this screenshot before. On the left-hand side is my generic flexible store. On the right-hand side is the niche store that I started that crushed it and then crashed and burned. And I said, listen, you have to be able to pivot, right? You've got to be able to, as soon as something stops working, you've got to be able to pivot to what's working right now. And the difference between those that are seeing continued success versus those that have the one-hit wonders or, quick success but then see a drop is proper training and proper education, right? This student wasn't even in Ecom Success Academy. And that's totally fine. I just said, listen, you've got to start at not just investing in your ads, but you have to invest in your education. And you also have to follow good advice. I have a lot of mentors that give me good advice, and I try my best to follow it. And I think one of the most important things I want you to take from tonight's Profit Power Hour is you've got to start a flexible store. I don't care how tempting the niche-related stores look. I'm telling you that eventually a niche-related store has a higher probability of crashing and burning than a flexible store, because if today you're selling, I don't know, let's say today you're selling women's fashion stuff and it tanks. You're not, if you have a women's fashion store, you can't start selling men's survival stuff, right? You got to go build a whole nother store, do a whole nother thing. How many of you in here understand what I'm saying? How many of you in here have had a niche store that crashed and burned, and you realize and you understand that you need a generic store? It's cool to have a niche store on the side. I had one. Look, it made me like $20,000 last month. But my flex store made me around $600,000 last month. So set yourself up for long-term success, all right? You can see the results right there. And you can see the growth. I don't need to show you this, but 20 minutes to build your store, 3 products. First month I made $60K. Now I've done over $4 million. And actually, I have people beating down the door to buy my business. As a matter of fact, right now I am in negotiations with a potential partner that wants to not buy my store because I won't sell it to them, but they want to buy equity in my store. They actually want to buy shares in my company. What does that mean? That means I'm going to get a huge payday, and it also means I still get to make money with my business, and it also means that in the future I can still sell it and still get another massive payday. It's kind of like double dipping. Now that deal is supposed to close on Monday. We'll see if that happens. But how many of you think that's pretty freaking dope right there? Remember, that's a good thing, right? That's a cool word. So I see somebody say like Shark Tank. Okay, so it's really cool stuff, but you've got to do it the right way. You can't sell equity in a niche store typically. You could, but you're more likely to do it in a store that shows the ability to pivot, move with the market, and always be promoting what's hot. This is an old screenshot. I don't even know why it's in here, but let's just skip that. That's really old. This is the business valuation I've had. Y'all seen that. This is the $3.5 million business valuation, which now is worth far more than $3.5 million. That was almost a year ago that I got this business valuation. And let me just go over this slide because I think this one is an important slide. There's a lot of ways to make money with e-commerce, but I think one of the coolest things is you have the freedom to sell anything. I do free plus shipping. I do retail stuff. I sell frickin' pillows. I don't even care. Never in my life did I think I would be talking about my pillow sales or my coffee mug sales or shower curtain sales or whatever it may be. It's the wildest thing, but whatever is making money, you can start selling it, and you should start selling it right now. And I think that's what's so cool about this, because you can do low ticket, you can do high ticket, but more importantly, write this down. I don't even care if you've been in here before. I don't care if you've seen this before. All right, write this down because you don't need to forget it. It's good to have a reminder. you're building a brand. You're building a massive email list. You have an exit plan. You have total control. And that's what's key. All right, those are 4 key things to mega success like I've had and like so many others have had as well. All right, so a couple of other questions. Can I do this from anywhere in the world? You've seen in the group, some people are in random countries that I can't even pronounce are doing this. Yeah, you've just got to use the right processor, right? So Shopify connects to all sorts of different CRMs, or not CRMs, but merchant processors. So you've got to use the right one, but you could do this from anywhere in the world. Drop ship. I have a lot of students that for some reason ignore that. Why the heck would you buy inventory if you don't have to? Drop shipping's amazing. There's, of course, some people saying, well, sometimes drop shipping's frowned upon. No, it's not. I'm going up to Shopify headquarters in about 4 weeks. They know I drop ship. They freaking love me, right? It's all about doing it the right way and not coming off as if you're a high-risk marketer, right? You've got to do things the right way. The students of mine that are in ESA, if they've actually watched the training and they're applying the techniques, they're doing it the right way. And they're not the ones that are necessarily in there complaining about, this and that, because they're able to come back to our support. They're able to go back to the training and get the advice that they need. And everything can end up being fully automated. Y'all know the rule. Your websites, people come to it, they buy something. The idea is for the vendor to ship it out for you, then you pay for the shipping. Very simple. But let's focus on this. I'm going to take a sip of my ginger ale. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been snapping me, you've been Facebooking me about this ginger ale. Y'all saw the carton in my wife's car. A lot of the people that you see complaining, and there's really not that many, but a lot of the people that you might see complaining online is people that are doing things the wrong way. Like somebody posted the other day in the group, Adrian, my account got shut down because they said that I was doing this and that, and come to find out, they said, well, I was selling trademarked items. I had frickin' San Francisco 49ers logo on something without licensing. Yeah, that's illegal. So I don't teach people how to do that stuff, right? So I'm not going to teach you how to put 1,000 pieces of crap on your site. More importantly, and why I wanted to pull this slide up is, I'm not going to teach you how to do trademark stuff. And I've said, don't do it. And a lot of the times if you see somebody in any group saying, well, I got shut down, 99 times out of 100, it's because they're selling trademarked items. Just don't freaking do it. There's plenty of money to be made doing it the right way, okay? So forget all the trademark stuff. I'm going to show you how to trademark stuff I'm going to show you how to get access to trademark stuff. I'm going to show you in ESA 2017 how to get licensing for stuff. I mean, I have locked down some 7-figure licensing deals that are freaking nutso, that give me the ability to market, not NFL, but pretty much most of the college football teams. Now, granted, I don't know diddly squat about football. I know what a quarterback is, but I'm a basketball guy, so I'm going to need some help from some of my team that knows a lot about football and what to promote and how to promote that. But hey, I've got access to it, and I know that it is a 7-figure niche, a multi-7-figure niche. What have I been preaching for now almost 8 months? 4 things. Don't forget them, and it's good to be reminded of them, because it's been a while since a lot of my current members have seen this, and a lot of you may be seeing this for the first time, and it's good. Repetition is key to success. Don't try to market 1,000 products. If you're putting a zillion things on your website, you're screwing up, and you're guaranteeing that you're going to set yourself up for failure. Don't do it. Just find between 1 to 3 products to put on your store and really focus on those. Anybody that says otherwise, anybody that says you should start out with 1,000 products on your store, they're stupid, okay? Don't listen to them. The most powerful word in the world still is the most powerful word in the world, free, okay? So free plus shipping is still something that we rely on, still something that we do, and we've been able to turn free plus shipping into a massive email list builder and also a way to cash in on retail sales as well. So I'm going to show you all a little bit more about that strategy. Facebook Intelligent Ads. So y'all know I do conversion marketing on Facebook. I'm letting Facebook do my targeting for me. Once again, there's still people that say do PPE. Why the heck would you do that? I tested some out. Just because everybody, like all these people are saying, what about PPE? What about PPE? I did a couple of PPE campaigns, and they crashed and burned after like 4 days. They made some money out of the gate, and they crashed and burned. Listen, consistency is with Facebook intelligence. All right? Facebook intelligence is consistent, and you've got to use it, okay? Don't listen to all the hype and the hoorah from all these other groups with a bunch of people that don't know anything, that sit around in groups all day and talk. Listen to the guys that are pushing 7 figures. All right, and all of them are going to swear on conversion targeting your ads. All right, email marketing for long term. Yeah, you've got to start doing email marketing if you're not. So many of my students in here, they're not doing email marketing right now. And I'm not trying to, spank you, but yeah, you know what, I am. I'm trying to spank you if you're not doing email marketing and you have a list. I really am, and you should be. Because if you've got an email list and you're not mailing it right now, that's absurd. It's crazy. Start mailing it. You're leaving money on the table. And a lot of you in the group I've seen have said, I have an email list, but I finally sent my first email and I just made X amount of dollars. If you're not emailing your list, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. All in all, less products plus more focus equals more success. That's my strategy. That is what you need to do. You need to become a master of each product. The 4 products I'm going to talk to you all about, my 4 top, like literally 4 of my top campaigns ever, I focused on them one at a time, right? I mastered one, then I mastered the next one, then I mastered the next one. They ended up doing over $1 million in sales for me because I hone in on one thing, I master it, and then I move to the next. Don't be straggling along trying to do a zillion things, because it's better to have 100% of one thing than 10% of 10 things, right? It's better to have 100% maximize that one thing instead of just getting little bits and pieces. You're never, really going to maximize your opportunity. So one of the biggest takeaways that you all still should be focusing on is passion products, okay? So passion products, products that people are super passionate about. I'm looking around here to see in my office if I have any, because I'm in my stand-up office. I don't have any by me, but passion products, stuff that people are very, very, very passionate about. And you're going to see these 4 campaigns that have grossed $1 million. For those of you that get access to that, you're going to see that they are mega passion products. They are things that people are very passionate about, and that's why they still are crushing it. All right, so forget what you think, forget what you like, all right? Do whatever's working right now. Whatever's working right now, that's what you should be focused on, okay? Very, very important takeaway. And I'll pull this slide up just to give you all a good example. Find something people are passionate about. Find your product, all right, that fits into that passion. Then find your audience. I can't tell you how many weird things I've promoted, like the cat socks, and this pin right here. There's 4.7 million people on Facebook that are interested in fountain pens. I mean, that's a passion product. That's the type of stuff that just starting out, if you hit, you could see some success with, instead of going and, just trying to do, whatever you think is really cool, all right? Just find those little things people are passionate about with massive audiences and then crush. Now, step 2, most powerful word in the world, you know what that is. We talk about free plus shipping. We talk about the sizzle effect. Let me tell you something about the sizzle effect. I have found a new frickin' sizzle effect, and it's similar to this one, but it has to do with video ads, okay? So the new sizzle effect has to do with video ads and free plus shipping offers and everything put together. But just over the last couple of weeks, I have had an ad get 1.2 million video views. 1.2 million video views in a very short period of time. It's going viral. And about, I think it was 1/4 of that traffic is completely free. 1/4 of that traffic was organic, viral traffic that I didn't pay a single penny for, that's generating sales. As a matter of fact, I tried to scale down a little bit a couple days before Christmas, because even though I put on my website stuff's not going to arrive by Christmas. People don't read. They're not. So a lot of times don't read it. So we scaled down a little bit, and we were doing like 30, 40K a day. Now I can't get it under like $15,000 a day. It's just almost impossible to do unless I just turn everything off, which I'm not going to do. But the new sizzle effect has to do with video ads and GIF ads. We're going to talk about those in a little bit. And as you know, the sizzle effect is like attaching a magnet for money to your ads. So this really happens when you get a bunch of people tagging everyone. So a lot of you may have seen this screenshot too before, but this is the sizzle effect. You've got your ad, people are going crazy underneath it, they're tagging their friends, they're saying you should get this, you should get that. It's the best type of marketing in the world because it's free and it's quality. It's recommendations from friends, from family members. It builds credibility, it builds trust. This is why what I'm doing works so well, and this is why my students that have gone through the course and really applied the techniques step by step are absolutely destroying it. And some of them go off to test other things and new things, maybe stuff I've never taught, but they all started right here, right? They started right here. And you can always test new things, and that's fine. So the free plus shipping formula is the easiest way to get started. Yes, it's still okay. Yes, it's totally fine to do free plus shipping. Yes, I talked to my Facebook rep about it, and all is good. There's nothing wrong with free plus shipping. You just have to make sure that in your ads, you tell people that they have to pay for shipping and handling. Do not misrepresent your ads. If you misrepresent your ads, that's what gets you in trouble, all right? It's better just to be upfront. I put it on the sales pages. I put it on the ad. I put it in the photo. They have to see just pay shipping and handling. You do that, you're A-okay. I would tell you otherwise, and my rep would definitely tell me otherwise. So this strategy crushes, and the 4 big campaigns that we're going to talk about in a little bit, they all started out as free plus campaigns. Some of them we converted to retail after a little while. Okay, secret sauce. All right, so a lot of you must apply this to your campaigns. $9.95 to $11.97 for shipping and handling. There's no point showing you this. Y'all already know that I crush it on Facebook. All right, so the idea is to make money, but the way you have to do this is by charging those shipping prices and get people to buy multiple items. You have to get them to stack the cart. You have to get them to buy more than one. You have to get them to buy, let me show you something. So instead of selling them one color, let's see here. Here we go. Instead of selling them, this is all I got. Instead of selling them this, okay, say, oh, by the way, you should get the blue one, the pink one, and the red one, all right? 10, 10, 10, 10, or actually really 11, 11, 11, 11, right? $24, not $24, y'all know I'm terrible at math, but over $40 worth of free plus shipping stuff, and that is how I'm crushing it. That is how my free plus shipping offers have always been so successful. So it's not about finding one product, right? It's about finding one product with a variance. Let me stop there and ask you, how many of you in here are looking for products and currently marketing products with variance? All right, you understand the importance in having variance so people can stack their cart. If you don't do that, then you're killing yourself. If you don't do that, then you might not be profitable. You don't want to sell $10. You want to sell $40. Or worst case scenario, you want to sell $20 worth of stuff. All right, so you get the leverage free and you get high order values. And the ads go viral. Here's a 2.7 million view ad. Not half, but about 40% of that traffic was free. And let me just pull it up bigger. About 50% of the traffic from this one's free. It was free. 182,000 likes, 7,000 comments, 200,000 shares. These ads are still live, by the way. 2.7 million, 290,000 shares. This is what the sizzle effect does. You want people to buy more than one. Remember I said the colors, right? Look, blue. And actually, this campaign that you're looking at right here is one of the 4 campaigns that that I'm going to be revealing to my ESA students. So be on the lookout for that. I have students come, not students, but customers come in and they buy every color. And they buy multiple of every color, especially around holidays. This is a $1,000 order. A lot of y'all may have seen this on the last time you came into the ESA presentation. But we get massive, massive orders, but you've got to use that secret sauce to get these huge orders. All right, so what does a store look like? Okay, well, You should already know this by now, so I'm not going to like go through this in great detail. But I will show you what a store looks like. So this is the Gear Grabber store. If y'all were watching my Gear Grabber fan page yesterday, I was testing some stuff out. Saw some of you message me about it. This is a generic store. All right, this is not a store that sells just one niche. This is the key to success right here in terms of longevity. This is how you build a long-term brand. All right, so a store that has retail products on it and behind closed doors, the secret offer is the free plus shipping. And how do you find products that are crushing it right now? Well, if you're an ESA member, then you have access to this software. How many of you in here have access to the X Factor software, but you're not using it? Type in a 5 if you have access to it, but you're not using it. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm leaving. I'm done. No, I'm just joking with you. I'm not really going to leave, but what are you doing? You've got to use the software. I use it almost every week. All right, so if you're in here and you're not using the software, this is what gives me my competitive edge, and this is what gives me the advantage over everybody else. I literally just saw like 100 people say they're not using this. What? Oh my gosh. You want to market stuff in the cat niche? You don't know what a hot cat product is? Come here to the Facebook search and then type in cat. All right. Type in show me all stuff from this month, just pay shipping, search, and boom. All right. So you could see right here, there's an ad. There's an ad that I think that's Ty Lopez right there promoting my training. Anyways, you can scroll through here and you can see what cat products are selling right now. What you want to look for is the ads that have the most shares and the ads that have the most likes, okay? That's what you're really looking for when you type in a specific niche. Now, coming back over here, if you want to be more specific and you want to see what types of, I saw this the other week, cat headphones, I think it was. Let's see if I typed it in right. I saw some crazy, like, what was it? Some really crazy, like, they go over the head. I guess I call them headphones. I don't know what else you would call them. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, there they are. So I saw these like crushing it. They're everywhere, right? So I haven't tested these. I haven't done them, but I found them when I was going through and I was doing some research. So this X Factor software, it's not for sale. You can't get this anywhere. You can't buy it. You can't private message me and ask me if I'll sell it to you. I'm going to say no. This is only something for my ESA members. And ESA members, if you're not using this, you should be, because this is the key to finding products that actually convert. Go ahead, just spit out some niches in the chat box right now. Let's play around for a second. A lot of you are saying, where is it in ESA? I'll show you, don't worry. So we've got somebody said fishing, okay? So let's just type in fishing. Let's see what's popping in the fishing niche, okay? So you can see December 3rd, 49 shares, 13 comments, right? So fishing bracelets, 37 shares. All right, so, that's okay, but this is what you're looking for right here. I'm sorry if you're one of my students and this is your ad. 939 shares, 130 comments, 3,000 likes, all right, just by typing in fishing. All right, but see, like, there's more to it than this. Obviously, you got to know how to write a good ad. You've got to know the targeting and stuff. But we found a product that we know is literally popping. All right, so right there, we can see that this tool alone is worth well over $1,000. Or would you say that this tool alone is worth well over $3,000? Just say yes if you would agree. Right? Because it instantly shows me what stuff I don't know about a fish necklace that's made out of a quarter and has a hook on it. It's not something I would ever think about. But look, somebody else is doing it, so who cares what I think? This is going viral right here. That's what you should be focusing on, is using this software and finding stuff that's crushing it. Somebody else said camping. So let's type in camping. All right, so camping gear. Maybe I didn't type in the right thing. Camping this month, all. I'm not seeing a lot of stuff come up for camping. Seeing, I guess this thing right here, 26 shares. There's another person advertising. Okay, so we're starting to see the same item multiple times. That's a good sign. Anything you see multiple times, it's a good sign. All right, so let's see what else we have. I'll do one more. Let's see. Somebody else typed in elephants. Okay, so let's type in elephants. I know that's actually a really great niche. All right, so we'll do elephants. Let's see what comes up. All right, so 11,000 views on this video right here. 208 shares. I mean, whoa. That's interesting. 90 shares. Okay, that's doing good. All right, 167 shares. That's doing pretty good. 1,000.4 views, 33 shares. So now, all of a sudden, I could probably start crushing it with elephant stuff, right? So all I have to do is look at what's there and what's working and just go in and find something similar, right? All right, so if you do not have this tool, you need it, but you have to be inside Ecom Success Academy to access it. And for those of you that are asking where it is in ESA, it's actually really simple to find. You just come here to modules, and down here at the bottom left where it says bonuses, you click on bonuses, and some of my top secret stuff that I just showed. I'll talk about it later. But you come down here and you find the Sizzle Sniper software, and you click it, and it'll give you the password, and it'll give you direct access to the software. So you've got to start using that. If you're struggling right now and you don't know how to find a working product, for goodness sakes, you've got to start using this. It puts me ahead of everybody else. That's all I'm going to say about that. But this is worth far more than any other research tool I've ever seen in my entire life if you're a Facebook marketer. All right, so back in here, there's Jeffrey. Jeffrey was actually sick a couple, like last week, I think, so keep him in your prayers. I heard he had a little surgery or something, but he's been a great student. I think he's done over $500,000 in sales now. The guy is just, he's awesome. I mean, he is a go-getter. He's a DSA student, right? So step 3. Facebook intelligent ads. Listen, nothing has changed about Facebook intelligence. I know that there's this hype about, manual bidding and all that stuff. And listen, I've tried manual bidding. I've talked to the master of manual bidding. And at the end of the day, long-term success comes from automatic bidding. Manual bidding can make money. It has for me, it has for others. But every single person I've ever talked to that's manually bidding, instead of doing the optimize for conversions at automatic bids, they always come back. They always come back to optimize for conversions with automated bidding. It's the easiest way, and it's the best way for long-term success. I don't look at what's right here. Even if something's blocking my vision, I'm still thinking about what's here. When I'm driving on the road, I don't really pay as much attention to the car in front of me as I do the car in front of them, right? I'm always looking ahead. So I know when there's a curveball coming, I know when to swing. If there's a bump coming up, I can see it 2 or 3 cars away. I'm always forward thinking, right? I don't care about right here, right now. I care about next week and the next week and 10 years from now. And conversion, Facebook intelligence targeting is long term. So when you're in Facebook ads, this is what you should be clicking on. Now, Facebook updated their interface a little bit, and so, it's the same stuff. For some reason, they just can't leave well enough alone with the design. They keep moving frickin' buttons around, and I'm getting tired of filming new videos every time they move a stupid button or they change the color of something. It's unreal. Leave it alone. It works perfect. All right, so increase conversions to your site. All right, this is a conversion campaign. Zero targeting. Look at the bottom. Look at where the blue arrow is, the bottom right. I'm targeting, what is that? I have to minimize the screen so I can see it. 120 million people I'm targeting on this campaign. Do I still do zero targeting? You bet. You bet I do. I do zero targeting all the time. Some of my biggest campaigns are zero targeting campaigns. But it's all about what I teach in Ecom Success Academy. In ESA, I teach you to start with that $5 budget. I teach you to let Facebook optimize for you, And more importantly, I teach you the 4 phases of targeting. You know, so many students in the Profit Power Hour group have praised the 4 phases of targeting. If you were to go back in the archives and look, you'd see so many students say, I was skipping step 1. And it's more than just knowing what the 4 phases are. Like anybody can tell you, oh, phase 1 is this, phase 2 is this. It's about how to apply them correctly. And a lot of my students in here understand that have gone through it. How many of you in here that are currently in ESA know that it's more about, and agree, it's more about just knowing what they are. It's understanding how to properly apply them. All right, so Victor Petrov, Curlin, Martine, Brandy, Mike, Garrett, Melanie, right? So it's about, not just about the principle, but how to apply the principle. The campaigns, the way they work, if you're not doing this now, you should have your Facebook report column set up so you can see view content, add to cart, and purchase, okay? So I look at these, and you can tell a lot by these numbers, by the way. If you see a massive drop-off from add to cart to purchase, you can see that there might be a big problem. If you see a massive drop-off from view content to add to cart, maybe you can go in and make better optimizations on your product page. Or maybe there's something you could do in your purchase flow that you could make better, which I've done personally myself. There's different things. But Facebook lets you see all of this data, and Facebook learns from it. So I highly suggest that you do this. All right, so the audiences I'm hitting are still mega, mega large audiences. The ROI is sick. The ROI is huge, but not every campaign is, you know, this isn't all of my campaigns. Some of my campaigns are 50% ROI. Heck, last month I had quite a few campaigns that didn't even work. They lost money last month. I turned them off and I optimized. And you focus on killing the losers and scaling the winners. If you let the losers continue to lose, then they will eat away the profits from the winners. You have to know when to turn things off. You have to not be emotionally attached to ads. So many times students have mailed into our priority support for ESA and said, I've been running this campaign for 2 weeks and it's not working, it's losing money. What do you suggest? And I would say, turn it off and do something different. Don't let something just sit there and bleed. Why try to force something to work when there's a zillion other things out there that just simply work? You know, you want to find things that are simple to scale. You want to find things that are long-term. You want to find things that appeal to massive audiences, not teeny tiny audiences, but massive audiences, like the campaigns that I'm going to be talking about pretty soon, these 4 campaigns I've been running now in 2016 for a long time. All right, so this campaign right here, this campaign's actually done over about, I think now, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but close to $800,000 in sales to date. This campaign right here has done about $800K in sales. I market it internationally. It's one simple product from AliExpress, and it cost me, I think, $2.80 or something like that, and I've destroyed it. I mean, I literally have crushed it, and this isn't even all the sales for the product, because I also use email marketing, and I've sold a bunch of it to my email list, which doesn't show up in Facebook. How many of you in here would like to take this campaign that's done almost 800K now and duplicate it? Just say me if you would like to be able to get access to this very campaign, the product, the niche, the targeting that I suggest, literally everything, okay? Well, then you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to be talking about this campaign in particular along with 3 other campaigns probably in about 20 minutes or so. All right, so this is one of my biggest long-term campaigns, and I'm actually going to be talking about how you can get a step-by-step case study of this campaign for being class of 2017 with ESA. Okay, so I sell a few products. My store now, this one store, has done over $3.5 million now, I believe. And look at this, though. This is why I want you to see this screenshot, because y'all already know I make a lot of money. Heck, I live stream myself doing 44K in revenue on Black Friday. I don't have to bombard you with screenshots. But what I want you to see, though, is if you're asking yourself, does this still work? Take a look at this. You can see when I started. You can see when I launched ESA, which is in May. We did our official launch. Now you look at now, I'm making more money now than I ever have before. Now, I had a little dip in the summer. That's always going to happen. People aren't shopping as much in the summer. I focused on my Ecom Success Academy. I sacrificed some of my own business on Shopify to put more focus on my students, so I wasn't able to dedicate 100% of my time. And I said, you know what? It's time to freaking crush now, because now is the money-making time of the year. This quarter and Q1 are always the biggest quarters of like your 365 days, okay? So now we're crushing literally on average 15 to 20K days. So it's consistent, and there's always room for growth. And that's what's important. When you're trying to make a decision on a business, you don't want to do something that keeps you right here, and you don't want to do something that keeps you right here. You want to do something that can maybe not go like this, but steadily, at least, steadily increase when you really want it to, when you have control over it. And that's what I've done. So I'm making more money than I've ever made with e-commerce. Now we're at over $4 million. So that's literally, we were $2,000 away from 4 mil when I made this. I don't have to show you videos of past success students. That's Ruben, though. Email marketing. Email marketing is so key, and so many of you are missing out on that step. It is that missing piece of the puzzle for most marketers. And the reason you should be doing email marketing right now, if you're not, and by the way, if you haven't even made your first sale yet, by the way, you're building an email list as you make money with Shopify. My list is well over 400,000 people now. I think it's like almost 500,000 if I count both stores. And I've made over $4 million in sales while I built that list. And this is where some big time money comes in. And I've had weeks that have done $20,000 just in sales just from emails. Where's the point? Oh, here it is. Mobile phones. All right. Because of mobile phones, email marketing is better than it's ever been. If you have an email list, about 70% of my traffic is mobile on my Shopify store, and about 70% of the emails that are read are mobile, right? Understanding that helps you write better emails, but more importantly, people are connected to their mobile phones. The first thing that your average person does when they wake up in the morning is they reach over, they grab their phone, and they either get on Facebook or they check their email. Boom. And more people are shopping on their tablets and mobile phones. So email marketing is huge because you have more reach, and there's a higher probability that people are going to see your emails now more than ever because they don't have to be at the computer to check their email. These are my email subscribers. This is an older screenshot. These are the email campaigns, like my top ones, one email, 17K. This is the other store, 3 to 4K per email. I probably do $500,000 a year. I don't know that exactly, the exact number, but about $500,000 a year with email marketing. Here's old Josh Solins. He asked me to change his name to Joshua Thomas, but I haven't put that in the presentation yet. And that pretty much sums up my strategy and what I really am able to go into detail in ESA. Zero inventory, drop shipping, passion products, Facebook intelligence, no matter what anybody else says, and building a big email list. Some of our students, you got Jeffrey Ross. A lot of you, like I said, he was sick last week. Keep him in your prayers. Over $500,000. But here's what I want you to see about Jeffrey. He posted this in the Profit Power Hour. Jeffrey is so amazing. He was $30,000 in debt, and it takes, you know, some courage to share this with 5,000 people in a Facebook group. But he was $30,000 in debt when he got started. He didn't have the money to get started, but he found it. He did whatever it took to get into ESA, right? And now he's at over $500,000 in sales, and he said he's looking at buying his own house. Now, because of this success, look how massive that success is on the chart down there. And his a friend named Adrian Cooper introduced him to me in ESA, but you know, that's huge. Harriet, $6,400. Denny, y'all have seen Denny in the group. This is like he might be upset that I'm showing this screenshot because he's at way more than this now. Some of you are in here right now. A lot of you that I'm showing these screenshots of, y'all are in here right now, but these are people that are making, I love it when Kathy said this, and Kathy, I hope you're in here right now. she said she gets bummed when she only makes $600 in a day. How many of you in here would be elated if you had just started and you were making, I don't know, $200 per day? There you are, Kathy. I see you say, woohoo. How many of you would be elated, right? I see, I wish, totally. But she was there. Look at what she said. She said at first, she was just would be elated. I think it was somewhere, maybe it was when I don't have the whole thing down in there. But anyways, originally she said she would have never thought about, being bummed over just making $600 in a day. So it's not all about the numbers that I'm putting out. It's about numbers other people are putting out. Now this, pay very close attention. Don't look away. Don't answer the phone. Turn the volume down on your TV if it's in the background. And look at this. This guy is the example of no excuse. This is Julius. Julius is an ESA student of mine. And Julius was in the hospital when he got enrolled. And he sent me a support ticket to our priority support. And I'm going to read it to you real fast. All right, so he said, please forward this to Adrian. It means a lot what you guys have done for us. And I'm in a situation potentially where I cannot work. And I don't have a way of bringing in income. Please forward this to Adrian. And I'm currently doing around $200 a day in sales with around 60% ROI ballpark. So good ROI. He's tried many ways to make money, but he thinks the rest of them are BS compared to this. And he says, I totally broke my 100th sale, my first $1,000. You could see in the shadow, I have an oxygen mask and wires. So he joined this program when he was in the hospital, and he started doing this in the hospital bed. Instead of sitting around and feeling sorry for himself, he had wires in his body and oxygen masks on. He's crushing out $100 and $200 days in the frickin' hospital. So I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you're located. I don't care what lame excuse you can come up with to make yourself feel like it's okay to give up. There ain't no excuse, because Julius started making money while he was in the hospital with wires hooked up to him, and you can see the proof. You could see the screenshot right there. That is freaking awesome. This guy is an all-star. This guy should inspire you and motivate you to never give up, as my older brother says, and to always do whatever it takes to succeed. Because if you want success bad enough, you can have it, but you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. You could have slept all day and ate, apple cider or something, or whatever they feed you in the hospitals, the pudding and stuff and ice cream, and watch TV. But no, he got his butt to work. I think that's pretty cool. Frank, we all love Frank. This is actually a really old testimonial, though, but Frank sent this in. You've all seen him in the group. He's awesome. All right, let's talk about what's new in ESA. Let's talk about what is currently there, what's getting updated, what's new. So now everybody that's not in it yet has seen it. Let's talk about all the fun stuff, okay? ESA, for me, and this is a new image I found, is not just about getting on one webinar with me a week and me being able to tell you, in an hour what I've done for the week. It's really about getting the detailed step-by-step training, having the support, the priority support, not the Facebook group, but our priority support. And of course, all of those training modules in there that go very in-depth, step-by-step on how to get stuff done. Setting up your Shopify store the right way. Goodness gracious, I can't tell you how many of you I've seen. Your store is a mess. All right, it's not set up the right way because you didn't go through my training. Those of you that did go through my training, when you send me your store and I look at it, if it's bad, I tell you, but typically it looks pretty good, right? But the Shopify Mastery course goes over how to set it up properly and all the little things you need, like the apps and everything. Product Sorcery. So Product Sorcery goes over where to find products, how to find products. I give you my Sizzle Sniper, my X Factor software. All of that is about how to quickly find profitable products to rapid tests. So you're not just like saying, oh, I think this might be a good idea. You can see that ad we saw earlier had 900 shares. Go for it. You know that it must be working. It's going viral. It's got the sizzle effect on it. Facebook Mastery, still to date. People are telling me this is the best Facebook training they've ever received in their life, and I just updated it. I just went in and I updated it with even more training than's been there for the last 8 months. And even more is coming into 2017. I'm adding more and more and more into it. All of the new stuff, all of the video ads, all the special little things that I'm doing, I'm adding it in there as I go. I'm not letting ESA get dated. ESA is not a dated program. I keep it fresh, and I'm always going to add in the new stuff that's ESA related. So we go over the 4 phases of targeting. We go over all the different ad types. I walk you step by step through setting up your Facebook account to crushing it with Facebook ads. Email marketing. I give away my exact email template. So many of you in here that have a list say, Adrian, how do I send a good email? Go into ESA and copy the exact email template that I use, and you'll have a good email. Just put your products and your logo on there. You'll have a good email. Copy what's already working, okay? That's really what I've been doing the past year in e-commerce. Automation mastery, virtual assistants. A lot of people overhire. There's a way to minimize the expenses on VAs and maximize the efficiency. I had one of the top outsourcers in the e-commerce game come in and do a full automation mastery training. My exit plan, which I'm still adding to, I held off on that because on pieces of it previously, because I wanted to be able to do something about selling equity opposed to just selling the entire business, which I'm going to have a cool case study to show you. So all of that's in there. That's all that's new. We're doing a second round of the Shopify sponsored contest. We haven't even announced the winner of the first round, but that's coming in 2017. My top 3 students will be flown to Ottawa, Canada to go through Shopify, spend a day with me, help you optimize your business, and Shopify is going to basically court us in their offices. You're going to get access to the X Factor software. You're already on my Profit Power Hours. I'm going to introduce you to T-Launch. You're going to get their Friends with Benefit discount with me. All right, it's not on all of their products, but it's on some of them. Don't go sign up yet if you're not in. I want to show you some other stuff. Okay, we all know what the investment is for ESA. It's $2,495. Let me show you what's special. All right, this is new for all of you, okay? My fast action bonus. This is for the first 25 new members, and if you're already a member, you get this. If you're already an ESA member, you're getting it. It's not in your account yet, but you are getting it. But this particular fast action bonus, I don't know if I'm going to give to everybody in 2017. It's 4 of my top campaigns that equal to $1.2 million in sales. Not campaigns that I used to run that I don't run anymore. These are campaigns I'm still generating sales with, okay? And that's why at the beginning of this, I was like, just I don't know why I'm doing this. I really don't, because most people wouldn't. But these are still 4 of my top campaigns, and I'm going to walk you through the product, how I set the ads up, the types of images that I use, the types of targeting that you should use. So before I gave away a $152,000 case study, I decided to 10x that, no pun intended, but 10x it and do a $1.2 million case study across 4 campaigns. So if one of them doesn't hit, you've got 3 more. Because this isn't guaranteed to make you $1.3 million, or let alone one single sale. But it's something I'm crushing it with right now, and it's generated 7 figures for me. And your odds are better if you just copy this starting out and then find other products eventually. But these are long-term products. They're passion products that are generic, that are very long-term. And I can only give this to 25 people that enroll in ESA tonight. I'm letting you in as an early bird. I want you to be able to see this stuff and all the new content before everybody else's students is going to promote ESA in 2017. I want to give you a good month, because the launch is on January 12th. I want to give you a good month to binge on this and really, really get me and my team all to yourself if you don't currently already have a membership to ESA before everybody else floods the gates in 2017. Not saying that it's going to saturate anything. I mean flood our support desk. We're at a point now where we can really offer some pretty solid, long, paragraph support tickets, because we don't have 2,000 new students just coming in. But there's only 25 slots for this, give or take a couple. And The first campaign that you're going to get is that one that's done almost 800K in sales. I've sold over 70,000 units of this campaign. That's campaign number 1, all right, but only for the first 25 students. So look below. You see the link on the screen. Go to that link, and you can get enrolled if you're not currently in ESA. If you are currently in ESA, guess what? You're going to get this for free. I'm not charging you for it. You've already invested in ESA. You're just going to get it because I like to think that I'm pretty cool like that. So 70,000 units on campaign number 1. Then campaign number 2, 20,000 units were sold, almost 21,000 units were sold. Then campaign number 3, 17,000 units were sold. And you can see we use it as free plus shipping, retail, upsells. We take the products through the funnel. And then campaign number 4 is the smaller one, but it's still done close to 100K in sales, and that one sold 9,000 units. So these are my 4 top campaigns of 2016, and I'm going to film videos. They're not in the members area yet, but they will be there, and eventually within like the next 2 weeks or so, and I'm going to actually probably within the next 7 days, because I want you to have them ASAP. And I just got to go through and film the videos and walk you through everything, which might take me like 3 days, and then we can upload them in. But there's only 25 slots because, listen, in 2017, I'm going to give away a fast action bonus, but I'm probably going to leave this one out. I'm in 2017 when we officially launch. I'm not sure if I'm going to give this one away. It's already $500,000 without this one. All right, so this is the biggest one I think I've ever done, and I just don't know if I'm going to give it to everybody in the world, but y'all are my Profit Power Hour students. If you've invested in me, I'm going to give it to you. All right, if you invest in ESA tonight and get in early bird, I'm going to give it to you. If you wait till 2017 for the official relaunch, you might not get this. I might not have this particular campaign in there, and I think it's worth far more than $2,500. So these are the big fast action bonuses. If you're already a member, be on the lookout for these. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do a Q&A. I'm going to show you the updates because we haven't even gotten to that yet. What I want to do is I just want to check. I'm going to keep an eye on these because I'm dead serious about this one and me limiting this here before the official launch. Let me just log into the back end real quick because I want to keep an eye, and I'll kind of let y'all know how many spots are available on that. The URL, let me put it in the chat screen. So I'll just put it down here for you. startesa.com/Adrian. I'm not going to be offering this every week up until the launch. This is just the 1 week where, there you go, there's the link. The 1 week where I decided, hey, I'm going to give everybody early bird access so early that some of the new updates aren't even in there yet. Okay, so this is a big deal. And these campaigns, just to give you, here's the breakdown that my accountant gave me, the guy that does our daily numbers on the right-hand side. So campaign number 1, and these may not be 100% accurate because he typed them up, but 787K, it could be a little bit more, 170K, 231K, 107K. It just is 4 of my biggest campaigns. And you can see what we did on free plus shipping, what we've done on retail sales. I'm going to expose the exact products. I'm going to expose the ads and show you how to write them. The targeting, which, by the way, you can recycle for other products other than just these. And I want you to be able to duplicate this case study of over $1.2 million in revenue from these 4 campaigns, and you could do each one in about 10 minutes. You could set it up. And if you've been struggling and you've been in the group saying, oh, I don't know what I should be marketing and can I get my first sale, if you were ever going to have a supercharged shot at it, this is it right here. I mean, because these are big, proven, long-term campaigns that I personally run and I'm giving away. How many of you in here are excited about that, though, and are ready? For those of you that are already in ESA, you're really excited about that, and you're ready to dive in and get access to those. I'm going to look in the chat box. And we're going to go over the new videos and stuff here in a second, too. All right, so if you're going to get in, well, I can't even frickin' read all of this. Big heart, heck yeah. Actually, it was hell yeah, but I try not to curse online. Let's see. Awesome. All right, if you're not in right now, how many of you just so far are going to get early bird access to ESA 2017 tonight, right now, why this offer still stands? Just type in a 1 if you're not in, but you're going to get in tonight at that link at the bottom of the screen. I want to see a 1. All right, so we've got Nat, Andre. I think, Andre, you've asked me a couple of times if you could get in. Karen, Tiffany, Quang, Lynn, Richard, Isray, Ramesh, Nam, Carolyn, Caesar. Okay, so there's a lot of you in here that are going to get in, and there's just too many names to read. Dime. And here's the thing. It's an investment. My time ain't cheap. My work and my labor isn't cheap. Like I said, just on the updates, I've probably put in upwards of 40 to 60 hours of filming and editing and creating the stuff. You know, it's not easy to teach. It's not easy to not overlook and assume things that newbies, you know, need to know. It takes a special person to actually teach step by step by step. And it takes a lot of thought and constructing the videos. So yeah, it's $2,500, but if you don't have it, look at Jeffrey. He was $30,000 in debt. He got in. So it's like one of my good friends, Chris Record, says, you know, you shouldn't say I can't. You should start saying, how can I, right? How can you? How can you get in so you don't miss out on this bonus? Well, you know, you're going to have to figure that out. Then also, fast action bonus number 2. All right, so when we launched ESA, we did 4 weeks of coaching, and we did them live, and I recorded all of the sessions, had my brother, Casey, Corey, and Adam come on and do a week each, including myself. You're going to get access to those recordings, all right? So that's a fast action bonus I'm going to give to my students. And you can go in there and literally, it's a 4-week program that's worth well over 10 grand, in my opinion, where we build campaigns, we build a store. Literally, that's aside from all the training that I already have in there. And that's what class 2017 is going to be all about. These new updates, I'm going to show you the $1 million. Well, I don't actually in 2017. I don't know if I'm gonna get the $1 million worth of done-for-you campaigns, but in case studies, but probably $500,000. So I mean, either way, I think it's a winning situation. Let me just do a quick count here, and then we're going to go over some of the updates. Okay, so I see Ramesh, Bruce, Michael, Bill, Amy, Tim, and Mark just got in. So congrats to y'all for getting in. Let's go over some of the updates that we have in here. So what is, where are the updates? I thought I had it somewhere in here. Ah, here we go. All right, so here are some of the updates that we have for ESA. Let me just see if I can make this bigger. Oh, I had the slide hidden because it's top secret. I have to unhide the slide. Let's see, don't skip slide. Here we go. Okay, so what's new in ESA that I haven't already gone over? By the way, I'm going to type the link in the chat box. Actually, it's already in there. Make sure you go to that link because now we have, let me see, we had 25 slots. Let me refresh this. Okay, we've got about 19 slots left, okay? Art licensing. There's going to be a new section in ESA that goes over how I'm licensing profitable art. All right, so this is how I'm licensing profitable art. There's 2 ways to do it. There's the 5-minute mini licensing deals and the long-term big licensing deals. And I'm going to show you how to snipe out epic art that you can start doing with print on demand. I'm going to give you my exact licensing blueprint. So this is the exact deal that I make with the big guys and the small guys. So you know that you're getting the best deal possible because I've done a boatload of negotiating. I'm going to show you how to negotiate, but I'm going to show you the deal that I make, and I'm going to tell you, hey, you should probably try to go make the exact same deal that I've just made. All right, so at the top right, what else is new? We've done an entire training. It's a $235,000 strategy just over the past couple of weeks on video ads. You can see the campaign right there. And of course, you could see what I spent, what I made. I don't have to hide that stuff. Anyways, video campaigns, GIF, animated campaigns. That's so cool. GIFs are 227K with GIF ads. We're going to update the app arsenal. I'm going to do some demographic deep dive targeting. We're going to talk about conversion windows, print-on-demand products revealed. So these are print-on-demand products that a lot of people ignore that crush it. All right, so you've got to learn about those. We're updating various videos in there just with the new Facebook ads interface. So all of that is in the pipeline, and some of it's actually already in there. If I come over here to ESA, I'm going to type the URL in again because I don't have it up on the screen. But it's startesa.com/Adrian. And let's pull up the actual training. I want to show you some of the new stuff that's in ESA. Okay, so in the bonus section, if you're one of the first 25 people, well, actually now, let me refresh this one more time. If you are one of the, well, okay, the next 13 people, then you're going to get access to these, but you're going to get the 700K, it's almost 800K actually, these numbers are actually not right, should be a little higher, but the 715K case study, the 148K case study, the 200K, and then the one that's tipping $100,000. You're going to get those, the done-for-you campaigns that equal to over $1 million in sales, but that is only for the first 25 early birds tonight, and everybody that already has ESA, you'll get those. As a matter of fact, if you log into ESA right now, you'll see them right here. They're not done yet. There's nothing in here. There will probably be a video of me saying it's coming soon, if I had to guess. Let's see. What's up? Yeah, so this is a video. Look, we're in the same shirt because I just filmed it because it's that new. Talking about it's brand new. But if you come into sourcing products, you're going to see here now there is art licensing. All right, that's coming, and there's going to be a lot of stuff in the art licensing section. Facebook ads. When you come into Facebook ads, in the Facebook training, you look in here. I believe it is in ad types. Yeah, here we go. All right, so Facebook ad types, you're going to see where it says new. These trainings are ready to go. Animated GIFs and video ads. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These strategies in these 6 videos have generated for me over $400,000 just in the last 2 months. How many of you in here would like to get these trainings, go through them ASAP, and see what just made me $400,000 in the last 2 months? And of course, who said that? Where are you? Gary, that video is only 30 seconds down here because it's just me saying, hey, this video is coming soon. I'm doing a pre-early bird release for my students. So some of the new trainings that are in here, they'll just be a video of me saying, hey, I'm trying to get these out in the next 7 days. But then again, you'll see some of them are already in, like the secret video ads, where I go over building these secret video ads are different than the video ads you're thinking of. You know, people overcomplicate video ads. They're actually quite simple to make. Let me turn the volume down on this. Man, my computer's being funky. But we go over building video ads in a way that nobody else really knows how to do them. I was just talking to a 7-figure marketer the other day, and he was like, Adrian, how are you doing those weird video ads that you do? I'm not actually filming a video. I'm using images. You don't have to have any video skills. You don't have to have a videographer. You don't have to hire anybody. My grandma could build a video ad on Facebook using my strategy and a couple of photos. Animated GIFs. Animated GIFs have been huge for me, so these trainings are already in here. These Facebook ones, they were my priority because they're crushing it right now, and I want you to see them, right? So these trainings are in there. You need to go get access to them. And audiences. One cool thing about Facebook videos is you can build special audiences from people that view your videos. So we've got the video audiences training. So if you're already in ESA, definitely go watch these tonight. You can jump on them before you go to bed. You can have a video or a GIF campaign live, up and running. Somebody in the Profit Power Hour was just asking earlier today how to make a GIF ad. They were saying that they couldn't do it. It's because you're not doing it the right way. I don't know where it is. There's so many posts that come up in this group. It's because you weren't doing it the right way. I have a training that shows you how to do it the right way, though. So that link to get enrolled, and I'm going to have to check how many of the fast action slots are available, is startesa.com/Adrian, and that's going to give you early bird access, all of the bonuses. My $1.2 million fast action bonus is freaking huge, and you're going to be grandfathered into all future trainings and all future updates that are for Ecom Success Academy. If I add something into Ecom Success Academy, I'm not going to charge you for it. I'm never going to have a video in ESA that says, hey guys, I just decided I'm going to give $1.2 million worth of campaigns away, and you're going to have to pay to get it because you're already a member. No, not going to happen. If I put it in ESA, you don't have to pay for it if you're already a member. And for me, I think that's huge, and for you, it should definitely be huge, because a lot of people, they keep releasing new trainings, and they try to charge you for each one. I'm pretty chill about just trying to give everybody as much value as possible. All right, let's go over some questions. All right, so we know the bonus coaching is there. We know that we've got, let me just go back here. All right, we now have, it looks like, I'm just going to show you all that I'm not joking around here. So let me just pull this up so you can see this. So we've had, hopefully y'all can see this. Right now, we've had 28 people attempt to get in. 7 of them had declined cards for whatever reason, and 21 people have actually successfully enrolled. So you can see the numbers right here. I'm not joking around when I say these are students that are getting in right now. So if you don't do it now, you really are risking missing out on potentially the biggest bonus of your entire life with internet marketing. But let's look at some Q&A. Slavi says freaking legit. All right. Somebody says, do you have any Adderall? No, I don't have any Adderall. All right, May says, what about the licensing deal in the works? All right, so the licensing deal that I'm working on will directly benefit my Ecom Success Academy students. I'm in negotiations. It's not completely locked in yet. I'm in ESA. I'm going to teach you how to get licensing. I'm going to teach you how to quickly, literally before you go to bed tonight, you can have licensed art. If you watch one of those videos, right? So there's different types of licensing. The one that I'm working on that is not in there right now is in negotiations with one of the largest licensing companies in the country, with over like 600 artists or something like that. And I'm working with them to allow my Ecom Success Academy students to access all of their art and bypass it was $25,000 to $50,000 or whatever in advances in fees that I had to pay to get the deal for myself, and they've already agreed to waive that fee for my ESA students. We're just working on the logistics of it all and how it's all going to work. So that's more probably going to be at the end of January 2017 that goes in. So that licensing deal is in the works. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you how you can get licensing with artists. I'm going to show you how to set up mini licensing deals, which I started out with. And I'm personally going to be working for you to get you this mega licensing deal that I paid over 50 G's to get, that you can directly benefit from. But I can't do that for everybody in my webinars. I have over now 12,000 people subscribed to Profit Power Hour. They can't handle that. I have to give them the students that I know are getting the best training, the students that I know are actually, have a great shot at success because they're going through my course. And it's a direct benefit. It's like I said, when you invest in me, I invest in you. And for me, I could say, oh, I'm going to give you some ad spend money on Facebook. That's great. You can find, $100 or $200 or whatever eventually to spend on Facebook ads, and I've done that before. I said, what can I do for them that nobody else can do or that they cannot do for themselves? Because it's not about, what you know, it's about who you know. And that licensing deal is one of those things that I believe is going to be super big for you. But that's what ESA is all about. My students get to directly benefit from me whenever I do cool stuff. And of course, I don't give away everything to just people that get on my free webinars. I hold certain higher level, higher tier opportunities for my Ecom Success Academy students because they're the ones that are getting the most legit training. All right, so a couple of other questions. Let's see what else we got. Licensed products would be great. Yes. Scott says, do you cover Quaya? Yeah, I have a training on Quaya in ESA for sure. I'm going to add some more in too. Do you use any video making software? Nope. Pratash, I don't. And I don't recommend it either. You don't need to. I call these secret video ads because even some of the 7-figure marketers out there have no clue how I'm doing them. It's just a little thing I found. I'm in the trenches. I'm sniffing out every, single square inch of Facebook and what they have available. I'm literally testing it all, trying to find things that a lot of people don't know about. And I've been quite successful doing that. And I'm going to show you what I found with these video ads. It's so sick. It's the coolest thing ever. And Stace just said, you're very handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that. My air conditioner broke up here, so I'm actually really hot. Are the secret videos actually the slideshow feature? Mike, I'm not really sure exactly what you're talking about there, but all I know is it's a free feature that Facebook offers that very few people know about that I've been able to greatly monetize. Can you do a section on how to set up the logistics, like what type of bank account to start with? I can't give, that type of tax advice and stuff, but I try to help out there as much as I possibly can. Oh, crap. Let me just look at this. DRJLC says, what's in the bag? Nobody's guessed yet, but if they don't by tomorrow, I'm just going to basically give it away and just say, okay, guys, this is what's in the bag, and just choose a winner. Okay, so what else do we have here? Okay, a question that I just saw pop in is from Nate. He says, how is Ecom Success Academy any different than your Profit Power hours? Why don't you ask some of my top success students? I do the weekly webinars for you guys to keep you up to date, and I try to always share with you as much as I can. But I'm only on here for an hour to 2 hours a week, and every week it's something new. ESA, I do reserve some of the things that I do for my top priority students, the ones that have invested in ESA. I show them some things that I don't show the rest of the world, and I'm able to show you in greater detail. Another thing is the priority support that we have. We have priority support, and it's not just people that are like outsourced virtual assistants. It's my staff that runs my Shopify store, also runs my support desk, including myself. Okay. Who is not in yet that wants to get in? Because we had about, we're still actually at 21, so we've got, it looks like 4 slots left to get in. So go right now to the link, startesa.com/Adrian. I'm going to hang out. No, I'm not going to be offering this 3 weeks from now. I'm going to shut back down to the official launch. When I do the official launch, there is zero guarantee that this particular fast action bonus is going to be in there, let alone the rest of these. I'm not 100% positive on those. I'm definitely thinking about not giving this one away because this is like my baby right here. I mean, I've put over a year into this campaign, and I'm giving it away because I want to prove to my students that I care and that I truly want them to succeed. And if you're struggling right now and you're trying to ask yourself, should I get in, or can I do this? This is the best way to get started, is copying something that's not just done like 2 or 3K, but $700,000+ in sales this is done, and it's just tried proven. And the other thing is, it's not a campaign that's going to phase out. It's a very generic, broad campaign that will continue to thrive every single day. I believe the niche just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because it's a big, broad niche. All right, so a couple more questions. I'm having to look in the chat box on my laptop. Let's see. Are there upsells? Y'all should know that by now. I don't have upsells in ESA. When you log in, there's not going to be a video saying to buy anything else. There's zero upsells in ESA. I recommend certain apps. It's up to you to buy them or not. I own Pixel Magic. I recommend it. It's $10, but I don't consider that an upsell. It's just something that you need on your store. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. All right, looking at the questions. I'm having to look over here because it's freezing. Are you doing print on demand? Yeah, I am. I use T-Launch for print on demand, but there are a couple of different places. But T-Launch, I've done an insane amount of sales through them. I get a discount with them. They give my ESA students a discount. And when it goes back to the art licensing, the art licensing is huge because that's really cool for print on demand. Is it one of these? Maybe not. I'm able to just take somebody else's art and I can throw it on a pillow or a shower curtain or a coffee mug or a t-shirt or a freaking yoga mat or whatever, and I can instantly start testing it. And it's something so unique that everyone else in the world can't necessarily do it or copy it, which is also, a plus. It is okay to copy. We're all selling pretty much the same stuff, but when you can be unique, it is going to give you a competitive advantage over everybody else. Isaac says, like 20 times in a row, are you using new apps for Shopify? Yeah. As a matter of fact, you can see here one of my new updates I'm doing is the must-have apps for your app arsenal for 2017. So that's going to be big, big update on the different apps that I'm using. So I'm going to show you guys that stuff, and all that's to come. There's already a lot of updates in there, and right now, if you're new and you're not in yet, and you're trying to decide to get in, I want you to take one more look at Julius here in the hospital, making money from the hospital bed, and I want you to say if he can do it, if somebody in the hospital can do it, I can do it too. But you have to reach into your pocket and you have to invest. And I was telling one of our students this the other day that's been doing well, but was having some issues. They're not in ESA, and they were saying, Adrian, can you help me here? Can you help me there? And I said, listen, you're not in ESA. You get on my free webinars, but you haven't invested in me, right? And I have to prioritize, the students that invest in me. And I'll get in the support box myself, and I answer support tickets. Or Corey, my head of Shopify staff, will answer support tickets. So, you're not alone. That's for sure. Let me go back over here and check and see what's good. We now have, okay, one more slide is going. A lot of you in here asking about payment plans. So I have one. Where is the slide? Here we go. All right. So we do have a flexible payment plan. It's startesa.com/Adrian Flex. Just to be clear, it's a little bit more expensive. And you're saving money if you pay in full, but at the end of the day, that's up to you. So let's see, full pay is going to be www.startesa.com/Adrian. And let me give you the FlexPay link too. Your FlexPay is going to be, and feel free to ask me some questions too. I'm going to hang around for a minute. Let me see. Right there. Yeah. Okay. So you've got both links in the chat box now. And I guess this would probably be a good screen to keep up here for a second. These are the updates that we're putting in there. These are the updates that you need that are coming for class 2017. And you're grandfathered into these updates if you're already an ESA student. We're going to be doing a $1,000 giveaway here in just a second, but I can't stress enough how big this video ad strategy is and the gift strategy is. If you're not doing those, you're losing out. Let me tell you that right now, you're losing out big time. And these are new updates that I'm doing. How many of you in here have ever seen somebody take a course that they released, I don't know, 8 months ago, and add this many new updates to it, come back in, give away $1 million worth of marketing revenue campaigns, and not charge members for that? How many of you in here have ever seen anybody do anything like that? Never. I'm seeing a ton of you in here say never. So for whoever was in the chat box that said, why should I invest in you? Because I've been saying invest in me, invest in me. I don't know. I think that, you know, all of this content speaks for itself. If you don't want to invest in me, that's fine. You know, but my students know that I over-deliver, and I always provide value. I always serve, and I don't nickel and dime. I think you're absolutely crazy if you can, and you don't. I think that if you can't right now, you better just make some calls. You better find somebody that can loan you the money. You better find a partner. You better do whatever you can to get into early bird access to this, because you may very well miss out on the biggest bonus probably of 2016 and 2017 for any opportunity that you've seen on the internet. And also, you're working with somebody that actually does this stuff. I mean, it speaks for itself. All right, so let me just go in here and Darla says they're really investing in the value of the training. You're right. I am the training, though. That training is me. That training is my probably 100+ hours of filming and editing and sharing and sacrificing time, you know, to build such an amazing course that's helped so many people. And going back and, you know, going back in, some of you asked about support, and I forgot, but I added in some support slides. So I added in some support slides I want to share with you. Here we go. So here's one of the main reasons also, if you're new and you're not in yet, that you should get it early bird access. We have a no man left behind policy, and I have my personal Shopify staff. This is my personal team that runs my multi-7-figure store. They're in our support box, and we answer tickets usually within 12 hours unless it's a weekend. Saturdays, Sundays, I randomly go in, or Corey does, or even Casey does, but it's people that actually do this stuff, and there's no time limit. The support doesn't expire. There's no, oh, you're only going to get support for 30 or 60 days. Some of the things we've had to do, we've had to put out fires. So students may have screwed up. They may have started the wrong way. Maybe they didn't watch the training. The support's good for if you've made a big mistake, you can message in, and we can help you put out that fire. I've helped so many people that have made mistakes go in and fix it. It's when I see that you're an ESA student and you message me on Facebook, I take that extra time to respond to you. Out of the thousands of messages that I get, I'm going to, if I have a second, I'm going to go in there and help you as much as I can. It's like having somebody throw you a life raft when you need it the most. You know, sometimes you're struggling. It's not easy for you. There's a zillion products, whatever. There's a zillion things. You're like, where do I start? I feel like I'm drowning. That's what the support team is there for. It's literally like us throwing a life raft to you saying, hold on, come here. All right, hold on to this life raft. Here's what you should be doing. Here's how you swim. Here's how you keep from drowning, right? When you want to get in the big leagues, you need a life raft. If you want to play around and dilly-dally and do small-time stuff, maybe not. But if you're in the deep end with the big boys, you're trying to do this big, you're going to need a life raft. And a lot of times, we bridge the gap. So oftentimes, people are scared to get started, or they're missing a piece of the puzzle. And our support staff is really good at bridging that gap for our students. And, you know, when they have a question and they're stuck, within 24 hours, usually about 12 hours, we're able to give them very detailed. I know Corey personally has logged in to people's stores and fix stuff in their stores for him. And I told him he's not even allowed to do that. I said, you can't log in somebody else's store, Corey. Even if they tell you it's okay, don't do that. He continuously, breaks that rule because sometimes, it's like if somebody's stressed out because they can't figure something out, Corey's the type of guy that's going to say, well, here, let me just show you how it's really done and make sure that it's done right. But, my staff, they take after me. They over-deliver. Debbie says Corey is awesome. So we've got about, 2 slots left now for the early bird for Ecom Success Academy. And we've got 2 slots left. Let me answer some questions in the chat box and go look at some of the updates. So if you have questions right now, let me just get you to the screen. This is both of the payment plans. You've got the full pay and you've got the flexible payment. And just a tally, because I don't know how many people don't have it yet. How many of you in here do not have ESA right now and you haven't signed up yet? Just type in a 5. Because I don't want to continue to talk about it if most of you already have it. But I was very excited about this. All right, Zach says, can you give advice on split testing your first product? Yeah, I do. I actually can. It's an Ecom Success Academy. I have an entire split testing training, Zach, inside of Ecom Success Academy. Well, y'all are laughing at my ESA. Isaac says, Adrian, do you think e-commerce might be getting saturated? No, I don't. Well, why don't you tell me? Let me just show you the screenshot. You tell me if Ecom is getting saturated based off of the screenshot of the growth that my store is seeing. All right, so these big bars over here to the top, those would be right now. Looks like to me e-commerce has just gotten better over time, right? So no, I don't think e-com is going to get saturated. It's been around forever. It's not going anywhere. Shopping malls are closing down. They're looking like ghost towns. People are going to shop online. It's easier. I just did all my Christmas shopping online. I don't think you have anything to fear about e-com. Go anywhere, but what you should fear is missing out on this bonus right here. So let me just pull back over here to the screenshot. I have all these new slides. I'm actually, this presentation is a work in progress for 2017. I'm not even really done with it yet. It needs a couple of updates. Lucas says, we love you. Love you guys too. Victor says, tell them that Vic says Ecom is like a Harvard, Ecom Success Academy is like a Harvard University degree for very little money. I appreciate that. All right, so let's see what else we have. Just looking at some of the questions in here. All right, when will the updates be live? Some of the updates are live right now. Over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be rolling more and more out. Like my main priority is to get the new content in this week, which I've done a lot of. And then my priority number 2 is going back to some of the older videos that may need some facelifts because maybe Facebook or Shopify changed the way their interface looks a little bit, and just kind of redoing those. It'll be the same content. It'll just show like where the new button is on Facebook. But I do want everything to be and stay up to date, and all that's free. No, I'm not. I've said this like 10 times. I am not charging for updates. If you are an ESA member, you don't have to pay for those. So don't worry. You don't have to buy ESA again to get the updates. I'm just going to give them to you for free. That's just what I do. Would never charge you again for the same product just because I added some new videos. All right, so Scott says being a member is awesome. All right, how about this? What I'm going to do is, because we still have like 2 slots left, and I know most of my students already have ESA, so I think like 70% of you in here already have it, as I am going to make a post in the Profit Power Hour group right now that says, why should someone join ESA now? Okay? I'm going to post this in the group. If you're already a member of ESA, if you can find this, I know the posts kind of, they go crazy. They get put down. If you're already a member of ESA, go in here and just write a comment for people to see live on this webinar. Oh, why, like Victor, you said it's like a Harvard degree university. All right, we already see somebody typing right now on the screen, right here live on the webinar, because a lot of you are in here already have it. Sam says you want to hear Kajings. Jennifer says to make tons of money. What else do we have? Andrew just enrolled. Congrats to you, Andrew. All right, you're treated like royalty forever, says Scott. Look, guys, this is live. This is not fake. Great for learning. Facebook ads, because all these are real students, right? I mean, I just literally randomly decided to make this post. There's no better training. Integrity is unmatched. There's Frank saying there's no better training. Kathy says the support's amazing. All right, Adrian won't let you fail. ESA is a one-stop shop. All right, so these are the people that are in ESA. These are the people that get the perks and the benefits. These are the people that are going to cash in on my licensing deal in the future. These are the people that are about to learn how to do epic art licensing. These are the people that are going to learn my secret video ad strategy, my GIF ad strategy. And it's more than making a GIF ad. It's more than making a simple ad for videos. It's about how do you actually apply it and in what manner. Look at all of these comments flooding in on Facebook. People had to go get off this webinar, well, not leave it, but come to Facebook, find this post, and start posting. So is there really a reason not to? If you want to change your financial destiny, I mean, look, don't listen to me anymore. Listen to the students here that I have done right by, the students that I have given excellent training to, and that I'm updating and grandfathering in. I'm not nickel and diming. And, well, let them tell you why you should join if you're not in yet. And if you don't have the money, find it. Use a credit card, right? Use other people's money. You've got to find a way. Or if you don't want to do this and you're just like on my webinars because, you're vaguely interested, okay, it's no big deal. If you don't do it, you're still allowed in my webinars, you're still allowed in my group. But, if you really want to see success, listen to these people and look at the massive amount of support. And thank you all so much right now for all the support that these people are giving me. I'm actually kind of speechless. I didn't expect this many people to start posting. I thought maybe like 10 or 12 people would go post. But, take a look here. Let me just refresh the screen here. Okay, well, that moved the needle. We got one slot left for ESA. Cindy, yes, you did win the computer. You won the Ultimate Internet Entrepreneur giveaway. So did Brian, so did Harriet. But you can see all the students right here posting, guys. And there is still time. Will I be offering this 2 weeks from now? No, I'm not. I'm not going to offer this again. I have not flooded my students with ESA promotions. Please buy this and get in this. I'm very, very particular, very, very picky about ESA. I don't try to hustle it on my students 24/7. This is the second time I've ever offered this product to my students, ever. And I'm not going to offer it again until the official launch in 2017. And then I'm going to close the doors again. But the reason you should get in tonight is so you do not miss out on that fast action bonus. That's why you should get in right now tonight. The links are right here below the screen. And somebody asked about the payment plan. If you use the payment plan, then you still get access to all the bonuses. You still get access to the licensing deals. Joe Longo just posted a screenshot of his sales. Let's take a look at that. Joe Longo did $95,000 in sales since it looks like he probably joined in July. All right, so here's a student that I've never seen this before, 95K in sales. These are real success stories. These are real students. And I bet you've probably never been on a webinar where somebody has had this many students live come in and start typing testimonials and saying that you should join this. So, wow, this is pretty amazing, just seeing all of this live. Everybody type in. Okay, so that being said, what I'm going to do is, Caesar said, woo, I pulled the trigger. Congrats to you, Caesar. Let me see if I see you pop in. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a timer because I'm not keeping up with the time very well, and I don't want to sit here and preach to the choir. Definitely not going to beg anybody to enroll. I'm definitely not going to beg anybody to let me give them $1 million worth of my top campaigns. Walt, the 144K in sales. Wow, that's pretty amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start a timer. So let me just, I'm going to keep this screen open. So keep flooding the gates with, your testimonials, because other people, sometimes they need to see that it's working in order to, pull the trigger like Caesar did. All right, so I'm going to pull up a Google timer over here. Let's do a 10-minute timer. And here's what I'll do. I'll start this timer, and I'm just going to let it run down so that you can see it right there. We've got, let's see, the links down here at the bottom. I know it's really ugly. There's a lot of stuff on the screen. We're going to give away $1,000, just like I promised. You can go through, you can read the overwhelming support that I'm getting from students over here posting screenshots of their revenue, their success. These are people that paid. They invested in ESA. It takes some kahunas to come on here and live make a post like that, because when people invest in you and they're not successful, it could backfire very quickly, and that's when you want to hide, right? I'm pretty much out in the open, and you can see the support's quite amazing. So we've got 9 minutes. I'll let you make your decision to get into ESA. No guarantees in 2017. I'm going to give away the $1 million bonus. I'm going to give away a bonus, but not the $1 million bonus, I don't think. I really have to just decide on that. I did want my students to have it because I want a lot of you in here to make it to that next level. I want a lot of you in here to be rewarded for just getting into ESA previously and tonight. Wow, this is a cool screenshot. It's a picture of the webinar going on right now in 147K from Jeremy as an ESA student. That's freaking nuts, Jeremy. That's really cool, dude. You got the screenshot and everything. So cool. Okay, so you see students posting success stories, obviously, here inside of the Profit Power Hour group. I don't know how many posts are in here yet, but it seems like a lot, probably 100 or so. And the timer is going to count down. When that gets to the end, I'm just going to say, look, we're going to shut the webinar down. I'm going to give away $1,000. And yeah, we'll call it a night, and we'll talk about what's in my my duffel bag on Snapchat. It's just a no-brainer. This just works. The best course you can get. Congratulations on growing your traffic from Mike. Looks like Latasha has 11 visitors on her sites right now. She's watching people come to her website. Guys, the URLs are at the bottom of the screen. And like I said, and like these students are saying, if you really want to have success online, you need to get into a training, even if it's not ESA, but a training that does offer you, that very detailed, that very step-by-step, the very step-by-step training that you need, not just like an overview of everything. You've got to do it. If you don't, it's kind of like you can't be an attorney without going to law school. You can't be a doctor without going to med school. If you really want to put out big numbers like a lot of my students are doing and they're posting right now, you've got to have that detailed training. If you want to be a part of the licensing stuff that I'm putting together for 2017, you got to be a part of ESA. You want access to the X Factor Sniper software that I just showed you, sniping out profitable and viral and sizzle effect campaigns. You've got to be an ESA. I kind of just give away everything I have to my ESA students, and I don't upsell you, and I continue to provide you continued education. All right, so looking over here, there's 6 minutes left. Let's see. Kristen says can't wait. Christian says can't wait for 2017. Todd says just got my first sale the other day. Geez, my email is blowing up with Facebook comments from your one post, over 100 emails already. look, this is how you know, this was totally unexpected, but this is how you know when what you're doing works and what you're doing helps people. And even if somebody hasn't made $1,000 yet, when you go into the training, you can see that it's a quality training. You can see that everything you need is there, and you can see that nothing is being held back. I'm literally pulling the curtains open, and I'm showing you my 4 top campaigns that are still running right this very second. You're going to get access to all of that, but you got 5 minutes, still a slot left, and no guarantees that it's going to be available later. All right, so if you have questions also, feel free to put them here into the chat box. I'm just seeing a lot of testimonials. Dorian says, will the Product Sniper work in digital niches? Yeah. Product Sniper will find anything. You type in anything, it'll find it. It's just, I was using it for e-commerce purposes. Is being a member of Ecom Suite X the same as ESA? No. Those are 2 completely different programs. ESX is a software. ESA is an actual academy-style training, and it's very, very in-depth. Federico says, can I register again? No, I will not take your money twice. What about a Sizzle Sniper for retail items? That's doable, and it's in the works. Right now, we focus on the free plus shipping, but we're adding in a sniper option that finds the retail products too. A lot of you are saying your Facebook's freezing up because of all the comments. Let's see. Richard Ramirez says, show them what I posted. 7 long freaking years trying to learn the computer and internet marketing. There's absolutely nobody out there, no guru out there that is humble, honest, and genuine like you and Anthony. Your parents showed you right, my little brother. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, there's so many comments in here. If you don't have an e-commerce site, you're going to have a bad time. Cool. So we got about 3 minutes left. And if you have questions, feel free. If you want to continue to leave great comments on Facebook, if you're already a member, fantastic. For those of you that are already in, remember the updates to the training, those are going to become available over the next 2 weeks. Some of them are already in there right now, and they're trainings that I'm currently using that have generated for me about over $400,000 in sales just in the last month. This is everything that you're going to get access to on the screen right here. You're going to get all the bonuses. You're going to get access to the recordings of the weekly trainings we did, the entire course. Everything is in here that you could ever possibly need. And if you're already in here, it's because I've resized the screen. It's maybe if I refresh, the video won't take up the whole screen. Any of the new videos that are available, let me just pull this over a little bit. Any of the new videos that are available when you're clicking through the channels, they'll say new by them. So let's see. Facebook ad types. You'll see that it says new right here by these. So just go to these videos. These are ready. You can go watch these tonight. You should watch them tonight. Ad objectives. No, I put one in audiences. I also put one in, let's see. Where's the other update that I did? I did so many. There will be an update on the Facebook Quick Start. The bonus section is going to have, these will be fulfilled very soon. This is over $1.2 million in campaigns I'm going to give you. Oh my God. Like, it's crazy. Like, that is just these 4 videos and case studies are worth the investment in ESA. You all would agree. Art licensing is going to show up in sourcing products. We may make a new tab for it. There's nothing in here now, but this is where all that new training is going to go. This should be up in about 7 days. For now, there's just a video of me telling you that it's going to be coming sooner than later. We're going to do more print-on-demand trainings. We've got a lot of extra trainings that we're upgrading in here, and the Shopify Arsenal is going to have new trainings in here. So we're going to go over new apps. We're going to talk more about the Pixel because the Pixel has, gotten better. So we're going to do trainings on that. We're going to talk more about email marketing. And yeah, so we've got some pretty epic things going on in here. If you're not a member yet, listen to these students, listen to, I guess, your brain and make a logical decision in the course of the next, let's just say, 44 seconds. We're going to give away $1,000. We still got 700 people on this live webinar. Guys, everything you need is right here. And I'll tell you this, and these other students will as well. If you're not in ESA, I've just given you a massive opportunity, whether you realize it or not. This is a huge opportunity. It's a huge bonus giveaway, and I'm doing it because I care about you, and I want my Profit Power Hour students to have the benefit of being in before and seeing all these new trainings and case studies before anybody else in 2017. I always take care of my own first. That's my first priority. I always show y'all stuff at least a week. There we go, at least a week before I show it to anybody else. And I usually give you bonuses that I don't give to anybody else. So, wow, it's just crazy. So many people are pumped. Will there be a replay of this? I'm not sure. I don't know. It's so many people on my list already have ESA. So it's like, I don't want to bombard everybody with emails that already has ESA to get into ESA. I'll think about it. Sometimes I don't even send out replays. Sometimes GoToWebinar doesn't even record it. So, this could very well be your last opportunity. Christian Lopez says, you snooze, you lose. Okay, any last questions before I give away the $1,000? And if you still want to get in, that timer was more of a mindset thing. Make up your mind in 10 minutes, but you can still get in. You can still get the bonus, right? We've got 25 of these bonuses. It looks like we're like literally right at 25. I'll let one or two more get in, but I'm going to kind of close the cap on that for now. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me get, Lucas says, will you marry me? Ask my wife. And she says yes, then yeah. Okay, we'll give away $1,000. I'm not seeing that many questions. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly scroll through the chat box. I'm going to Snapchat it because it's a great way to show you that I really do choose somebody randomly. So we're on Snapchat. I'm just scrolling up and down. Whoever I land on is going to be our $1,000 winner for tonight's Profit Power Hour webinar. We had almost 1,000 people on. We are at Ruth Keller. All right, Ruth Keller, you just won $1,000. So Ruth Keller, let me just Snapchat that. Ruth Keller, you've won $1,000. I need your PayPal address. So Ruth Keller, and if y'all want to see me actually do the giveaway, you can go to my Snapchat and you can see me scroll. You'll see my mouse randomly land on Ruth Keller. So Ruth, let's see if I can get your PayPal address, my friend. A couple other things, so stick around. I'll answer some more questions, and I want to talk about the next Profit Power Hour Ultimate Internet Entrepreneur giveaway. So let's see. Ruth, where are you? Give me that PayPal address. The chat box is crazy, so I'm doing my best here to see your Ruth Keller. William says, why isn't my name Ruth Keller? All right, Ruth, I'm going to give you like a minute or two to get your PayPal address in because I scrolled so far up, you may have left already. I don't know. I was just randomly scrolling up and down. So I want to make sure I give away $1,000 because some of you in here already had ESA and you sat through the whole presentation again. So I know that, you were waiting to see the updates too, but you're still here. So you qualify. Ruth. All right, Ruth, I don't see you. Oh, man, this might be a first that somebody won and they actually were no longer on the webinar. Let's see. Ruth, if you're here, will you just put a 1 in the chat box? That would really stink if you left. Well, not for whoever wins next if I have to give it away again. All right, Ruth, let me tell you what. I'm going to give you like 60 seconds just to at least let me know you're here. All right, because if you're not, I got to choose another winner because I'm not the type to try to like get away with not keeping my word. I want to give away $1,000. And congrats to everybody that got in tonight. Congrats to everybody that's new, that got into ESA. We're going to have some amazing updates. You're going to get access to over $1 million worth of my campaigns. Freaking mind-blowing. I've never done anything like this before. And I know that it's what you need to really get to the next level, and apparently so do a lot of my other students. So, man, Ruth is going to be upset because I don't see Ruth in here. Let me just check the attendee list. Then we'll talk about what's in my duffel bag. Let me see. I can see who's still in here. Wow. Ruth isn't in here. Ruth just won, and she probably just left like 10 minutes ago. I don't know if it's a he or a she. Wow. I have to give away the money to somebody else. I've never had to do this before. That sucks. That's what I'm saying, guys, though. Look, I say stay on to the end of the webinar, and you could win $1,000. If you come here and you invest an hour and a half of your time and you get off before it's over, like you could be 10 minutes away from winning money. And I think that's what just happened. Wow, it sucks. Okay, well, I'm just going to do it again. I'm going to give away, I'm going to have to give away somebody else. All right, so we're going to re-Snapchat the new winner. I'm going to Snapchat what's happening, though. All right, so right now I just announced a $1,000 winner. That person, Ruth, was no longer on the webinar, so I'm actually going to have to choose a new $1,000 winner. So here we go. All right. Wow. Can't believe I've never had to do this. Okay. All right, here we go. We'll do it again. Gonna do it again. Let's do it this way, so I don't have to scroll up and there's like 300 people that left already, so I don't have to go through this again. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to just write something. Don't just put in random stuff. What did you think about tonight's webinar? Or in the chat box, what do you think about ESA? All right, do that. I'll give you about 30 seconds to type something in, and I'm going to choose another person to win $1,000. Snooze, you lose. No offense. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You got about 20 seconds left about now. You got 20 seconds left. All right. You've got 15 seconds left. All right. Now you've got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. All right, we're going to choose the next winner. I'm going to Snapchat this one, okay, so y'all can verify. All right. So let me just turn this around. Okay, we're choosing the next winner for a $1,000 giveaway because the first person was not here. All right, so I'm just going to randomly scroll up and down, and our winner is Anita Moon. All right, so Anita Moon, you just won $1,000, and you're still here. So Anita Moon, you just won $1,000. Now Anita, don't tell Ruth, okay? Ruth may be very upset. So Anita Moon, give me your email address, your PayPal. All right, so give me your PayPal, Anita Moon. And somebody's asked if they could still get an ESA. Yeah, you could still get in. The links are there. All right, but Anita Moon, I need your email. And I will be shutting this down for the launch in 2017. So these links, they're not going to stay open. All right, so I'm going to give you all this early bird access, but the links will close. Let me see. Still don't know how to use Snapchat, Adrian. Well, I hope you learn. It's really easy once you get used to it. All right, Anita. I know you're here because is there like a curse where if you win you get booted off or something? Let me check back over here. Anita. I'm gonna give her a second. Some people don't remember what their PayPal is or they don't use it a lot, so they like scramble to get their PayPal. There's no way that Anita can't be here because she was in some of the most recent. Okay, Anita's here. Let me see if I can let Anita talk. Let's see. Unmute. Hey, Anita, if you have a mic, I just unmuted you so you can talk. Here. Are you here?
Can you hear me?
I sure can. Congrats on winning $1,000. Did you put your email address in the chat box?
No, not yet.
All right. When you can do that, there's so many chats in the box right now. Just let me know. I'm going to leave you on the mic. So when you type it in, let me know so I can, I'm going to PayPal you $1,000 before I go to sleep and my ADD kicks in and I just totally forget.
I think I have ADD right now.
It's okay. I know sometimes you got to scramble. Is this your first time on a Profit Power Hour, or have you been around for a while? Have you been on some of my trainings before?
Oh, I've been around for a while.
All right. Awesome. So I'm going to let
Did you get it yet?
Oh, okay, you sent me a direct link to your PayPal account. All right, let me type that in over here on my laptop. So that'll allow me just to directly PayPal you. All right, so what did you think about tonight's webinar, Anita? Did you enjoy it?
Awesome. I loved it.
Awesome. Cool. All right, well, I've got your PayPal link, and I will be PayPaling you $1,000. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me do it right now while you're live so you can just confirm that you got it. Okay? So I'm just going to take this, and then everybody that's still here, I'll answer some more questions and hang around. But let me just PayPal Anita. I've learned, like I said last week, one of my action plans for 2017 is when there's a task to be done, do it now. Because if you wait and you say I'll do it later, oftentimes later never comes. And I do not want to be a victim of putting things off anymore. So Anita, let me see, I've got your link pulling up. All right, let's go ahead and type $1,000 in there. Have you ever won anything before, Anita? Have you ever won money online before?
This is my first time.
Well, how does it feel?
I'm excited. I'm shaking all over.
I've actually never won anything before, but I really enjoy giving stuff away.
Yeah, that's great.
So let's see. You should be able to see it here in just a second. I just have to log into my PayPal and everything. It's loading up, and PayPal's being kind of slow. A lot of people in the chat box, by the way, are just telling you congratulations. So it's pretty cool, the group that we have here. They're all, nobody's a sore loser.
Wow, that's great.
All right, so come on, PayPal. I want to make sure that you get this. Let's just come over here and type it in again. And you should see it pop in about 30 seconds if it goes through. It's kind of doing the weird spinny wheel thing. Let's see. Let me try it again. Are you in the U.S.?
Of course. I'm in Ohio.
Oh, I'm a LeBron James fan.
Great.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
All right, so PayPal is being funky. Do you know what your just like email address is to your PayPal account? Because that link you gave me is being funky.
Okay, let's go with G.A. Moon.
Will you just type it into the chat box? I don't want you to
Oh,
say your
okay.
email address out loud to everybody.
Oh, okay.
You might get a bunch of emails. All right, so I'm looking at the chat box. As soon as you type it in, I'll see it. That's weird that the PayPal link is being strange. I mean, oh, wait, I think it's going to let me do it. All right, it just took a while to load. All right, so credit card, bada bing, bada boom, bam, got this, let's see. Okay, write a note. Congrats. All right, and you should now see the, hold on. Got to choose an address. So maybe do all this weird stuff. All right. Okay. Come on. This is the longest it's ever taken me to send money. Okay. Boom. All right. Anita, you should have $1,000 in your PayPal account now. Can you confirm with me that it shows up? It probably took some fees out, but it should be around $1,000.
Thank you so much.
You get it?
Do I have to go to my Gmail, right?
Just log into your PayPal account, and you should see, or you should get an email notification that I sent you money, one way or the other. It should be in there. And anybody that has questions while she confirms with me on that, I'll hang around for a minute and answer some questions. And thank you all so much for the support in the Facebook group. That was yeah, overwhelmingly amazing. What's in the bag? Hold on. So I'm giving away $100 to whoever guesses what's in this bag right here. All right, but you've got to hit me on Snapchat. I'm not going to tell you what it is. All right, but that contest is still going on. Anita is just won $1,000 just for being on the webinar. But if you guess what's in that bag on my Snapchat, then you will win $100. And Pratash says the bonuses are amazing. And Ryan says give us a hint. Well, I talked about it tonight. There's your hint. I actually mentioned it tonight. All right, I threw in a couple of like nonchalant clues. All right, so it's not Canada Dry. I would never put Canada Dry in a duffel bag. I put it in the refrigerator. And just looking at any questions. When will the replay be up? Jody, I don't know if I'm going to mail out a replay. I probably should. Let me just ask, because we've still got 500 people in here. How many of you in here would like to see a replay of tonight's training? Because a lot of you already have ESA. But how many of you would like to see a replay of it? Okay, so Jay says no. And let's see, Benjamin says no. So we got 3 no's and a bunch of yeses, 4 no's, 5 no's. An overwhelming amount of yeses. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And of course, you know, for those of you that are new, that are not doing this yet, it is good for you to rewatch. Okay, so Anita, could you just confirm that you got that money? And
Yes, I got it.
awesome. All right, cool. Well, congratulations to you. And thanks for getting on my webinars. I hope you have a ton of success, and I hope you use that $1,000 for some Christmas presents or something.
I will. I need it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, you have a fabulous night. I'm going to mute you now, and I'm just going to go ahead and end the webinar. So enjoy your winnings.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. All right, everyone. So that's it. I don't really see a lot of questions coming in. I just see a lot of people asking, you know, how long I'm going to leave ESA Early Bird open. I may leave it open for like, you know, a day or two. I'm not going to bombard you with emails about this, I don't think. Most of you already have it. But I did want to give some of you that don't the opportunity. I've been getting a lot of requests about it. In the ESA group, a lot of you in here, well, y'all are posting links to it in the ESA group. That's Brian. All right, so a lot of you in here, if you don't have it, I'd like to explain something to you just for the sake of you guys knowing it. There's a lot of people in my Profit Power Hour group a lot of people slipped in this group that actually shouldn't even be in here. We got 6,600 members. It's so hard because we've always got requests, and it's really hard to vet all of these. Like this guy right here, I kind of have it where it says if you work at Google or Facebook. I know that's probably fake, so no. You're not getting in because you're not going to spam my group. And so yeah, anybody look, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh, no, I didn't mean to block her. Victoria, I'm sorry. I'll let you in. You just have to reapply. Scott, you're definitely not getting in because you don't have a profile photo and you're probably most likely fake. And yeah, so we get people in here that really don't know what the heck they're doing. And they come in here sometimes and they post stuff because they're not trained that could, scare somebody else that's new. So just look out for that. The guys that are actually in the training, the people and the girls, the ladies, the women that are in the training, they're not in here posting all that crazy stuff. It's the people that aren't. It's the people that they don't know what they're doing. They get bits and pieces. And that's important for you to understand. And the difference between, being trained and not being trained is you run into those roadblocks. You run into those big gaps that you have to jump over, and sometimes you can't make it. You don't have someone to bridge that gap for you, like I said earlier. Just important to notate, drop shipping's totally fine. Just don't do anything that red flags you as risky, like trademark items, negative feedback. You don't want to get, fulfill your orders, respond to your customers. I processed over 150,000 drop ship orders. I don't stock a single item. Totally fine. There's typically zero issues with this. Did y'all see this? Jason crushed it, 50K in one day. Nuts. So awesome. All right, so just looking through here, you know the guys that are in there, and the girls that have actually gone through the training. And you can clearly tell which people haven't. And then one guy came in here and was like, what is this group? And I was like, I told my VA, I was like, why did you approve this person? I don't even know what Ecom is. But we try to keep it fresh. Steve has contributed a lot. He's crushed. He's done really, really well. He's an ESA student. He said ESA has really helped him. A lot of people have said ESA helped them help change their lives, which is pretty amazing. On my Facebook fan page, I get an insane amount of private messages from people asking to get in, how to get in to ESA, or people that are just testimonials. We have comments usually where people ask how to get into ESA. It's kind of funny because they're like, what is ESA? And everything. Here's my new book. I'm going to be putting out a new book in 2017. Let's see what else. Come in here. Oh, well, there's one comment I was looking at to show you, but I guess I can't find it. Anyways, if you're in ESA, watch out for the updates. Please don't flood my support desk saying, where are the updates? I'm rolling them out. And I wanted to give you all the heads up. I wanted to give you all the opportunity to early bird access it if you're not in yet. And they will come out over time into 2017, in January 2017. Some are already in there. Our licensing is going to be big. There's nothing in there yet about it, but there will be. The art licensing deal I'm putting together with this huge company is only going to be for my ESA members. It's not going to be for everybody in the world. There might even be like an app that ESA members still have to go through to just get everything finalized, to bypass that $50,000 fee that I had to pay to get licensing myself. And you have access to the same art that I personally access as well. You'll be a part of class of 2017. If you were class of 2016, you're still a part of class 2017. And everything in the course is still applicable, so go back and watch it. Some of the, Facebook may have changed their interface a little bit depending what country you're in, but it's just the buttons in a different place. But I am going to go through and update those videos. Go through and watch the weekly coaching, the daily coaching. This 4 weeks of coaching. It's really great. These are going to be in there probably within the next 7 days, okay? So about 7 days, I'll have these filmed. They're not done yet. Actually, one of them is already done. So, but 3 of the big 3 are the ones that I haven't filmed just yet. Takeaway, use the X Factor software. If you're not using this right now, you should be. All right, so remember, this is your key. This is your key to finding profitable products. Shopify contest next year is happening again. And if you're already in, remember you have a support line. We're not able to go in and like deep dive and analyze every single campaign and ad and all that stuff for you. Let's be realistic. But we're there to help you out as much as we can. Like there's some things we can, and there's some things we just simply cannot do over a ticketing system and email. I personally answer tickets myself. Usually the tickets I answer are ones that are more detailed. Corey or somebody will pass them off to me. I take maybe sometimes 2-3 days to get to a ticket because I'm busy, running like my Ecom store too and doing webinars and everything. So just allow me a little bit of time if it's a ticket that I'm answering. But my support team are actually people that run my Shopify stores or that run Shopify stores themselves. And, make sure that you remember that you've got this lifeline and we are there to help you. And this does not end. There is, we don't say it's only for 60 days or 90 days. It's you email us, we're going to answer you. If you email us, even if we cannot give you the answer that you're looking for, we're still going to reply to you. We're there. We're there for you. You always have somebody to reach out to. Be on the lookout because, remember this strategy is the strategies and the updates I'm putting in, especially for the video ads. See, it says, did you see the video ad I'm pushing them to? Is what got my rep to say, holy moly, these are crushing it. So I think that's something to really look out for. So get in, watch those. The new updates, art licensing, the $235,000 video ad strategy that's got over 1.2 million views in just a couple of weeks. GIF ads, oh my gosh, I broke the e-commerce space with my GIF ads. My GIF ads were going viral in all of the groups and everything. People were like, how is this guy doing this? It's a simple strategy but a powerful strategy. Very few people know how to do it. The new trainings, we're going to be going over scaling strategies, demographic deep diving, conversion windows. Somebody was just asking about that in the Profit Power Hour group. I'm going to do a training on those. Print on demand, because print on demand is a big deal when you're doing art licensing. And this is really how you get to that next level. This is how you go from, free plus shipping products, $10 and $20 and $30 average orders to $50 and $60 average orders. Because when you license art and you're doing print on demand, you can sell stuff for so much more. Like we sell some stuff in T-Launch for $60 and people buy it. We just get licensed art, we put it on there, sell it for $60 a pop, and it destroys. And we use T-Launch, right? But it's not just, oh, he uses T-Launch. It's how am I doing it? What am I doing? What kind of art am I using? How can you get access to similar art or the same art? How can you, in under 5 minutes, get a mini licensing deal to license awesome, amazing, and beautiful art that you can just throw in a product and have a campaign live, a licensing deal and a live campaign in under 10 minutes? That's going to be in ESA 2017. These are the videos right here that are coming out next. I've already done these videos on video ads and GIF ads. I've even done the conversion window and placement ads. This is the next group of videos I'm working on for the 2017 release. So these will be coming out pretty soon. It's so cool. Like the 5-minute licensing mini deals, that's a 7-figure strategy. 100% 7-figure strategy. And the long-term licensing deals, that is just, it's a 7-figure strategy too, but it could be a mega long-term, big, multi-7-figure strategy. How I snipe out the artists. So where do I go to find the art? I'm going to give you the sources that I use to find the artists and the art. And then, when you're doing art, you got to pay royalties, right? So the question is, what should I pay? Well, artists are going to come in and say, well, we want 50% or we want 30%. Yeah, right. How about a little bit of something instead of nothing at all? So I have worked out a pretty sweet deal that pretty much strikes gold every time that I use it with what I pay them as a royalty, which is literally almost nothing. And it looks like a good deal. It's a better deal for you than it is for the artist. But like I said, artists are struggling. Like, they're not making a lot of money most of the time. So they're happy to take. Their art's going to sit there, whether you're selling it or not. It may as well make them money. So I go through and I show you how you can really get some sick deals that put you ahead of everybody else. I was actually told I was a master negotiator, which someone's called my brother before. When I was negotiating one of my licensing deals, they were like, wow, we don't even want to talk to you on the phone because you're really beating us down. And yeah, of course I am. I want to make money. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead. We've been on here for 2 hours, I guess 2.5 hours. I was just excited about these updates. Congrats to everybody that's become a part of ESA and will be a part of Class 2017. Be on the lookout for these updates. The links below, you can join. I'm going to leave them open maybe for a day or two. I know I have people all around the world that can't get on the live webinars. I'm going to give them the opportunity to get early bird access. Then we're going to shut down early bird access. 2017, you'll have another opportunity to get in. The only risk that you're really taking by not doing it tonight or within the next 2 days is because I'm going to open up some bonuses for the people who were not on this webinar. I don't know how many, but I'll open up some to be fair. But you risk missing out on this because in 2017, this may not be a fast action bonus that I give away. I just don't know. Like, I threw this together and I said this is going to be epic. I literally have just been so antsy and anxious all day to get on this webinar and show this off because I'm proud of it. It's something that really can take you to the next level. So that being said, I hope you get access to it. If not, no big deal. I'll see y'all next week, same place, same time, on the Profit Power Hour, 9 p.m. EST, every Tuesday night. Make sure that you follow me on Facebook on my fan page. Go here and hit where it says following. Click on See First and on all live videos because I'm going to do some live streams. I'm trying to do more and more and more of those. You'll want to get notified when I do my Facebook Lives. I might show you behind the scenes stuff on some of my campaigns or, just do Q&As, spot Q&As. Maybe I'm just showing you my dog. I don't know. But you probably will never see a post from me unless you go and hit See First and get notifications on live. Also, Instagram. Instagram now allows you to go live. So I might be playing around with the new live feature on Instagram. And I do some really fun things on Snapchat. I share value. But like, I'm doing this exclusive Snapchat Guess What's in the Bag giveaway. I'm really let down that it's been this many days and nobody's guessed what it is. I thought for sure somebody would guess within like 10 minutes, but they didn't. We're going to give one more day on that. But yeah, connect with me on all the social media outlets. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Congrats if you became a student of ESA. If not, of course, it's always up to you. It's your decision, your life. And you got to do ultimately what you feel is best for you. No hard feelings. I look forward to the mega launch in 2017. It's going to be awesome and bringing you so much more value in the future. And of course, remember, I just got to say this one more time, all of the updates are not in ESA yet. They will be coming. Please do not flood my support desk with where are the updates. They're coming. Okay, so each day, I'm filming new videos and adding them in. Remember, I'm only showing you this off of a whim. I was like, I'm going to give them early bird access, and I want my new students to know, or my current students to know that this stuff is there so they can be prepared to see it before anybody else because, hey, that's fun. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you all so much. I hope you #crush it. And that's it for tonight. Love you all. God bless. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Get started doing something. Build your first ad. If you've never built one before, start with a $5 budget and just get started, because there's no better time than right now. And let's be honest, if you don't do it now, you're probably never going to do it at all. That's just life. All right, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Good night.